How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of JasonsRealm here today, bringing you into live coverage, play-by-play, breakdown, reactions, what have you, for the Vancouver Canucks taking on the New Jersey Devils. The Canucks making a huge trade over the last week, back on Friday, making a big trade, sending Quinn Hughes to the Minnesota Wild in exchange for a 2026, I believe it was first rounder, alongside Marco Rossi, Liam Ogren, and Steve William. What an incredible trade swung for the Canucks. Yeah, it sucks to get rid of Hughes, but at the same time, you gotta rebuild if you're Vancouver. You don't really have a path forward right now with all that talent you have. And they've already signaled, hey, we're looking at rebuilding. And the first domino to fall was Quinn Hughes. So the rest of these players are playing to increase their valuations. So this is a big game for them. Not necessarily for the Canucks as a whole, but big for those players. Meanwhile, the Devils are fighting for their lives at this point. They are right in the middle of the muddied mix in the Metropolitan Division, so they would need a big win. How's it going, Mo? How you doing today, man? Earlier, actually just yesterday, about 24 hours ago, we covered the same New Jersey Devils team in the same Prudential Center, taking on, I believe it was the Anaheim Ducks yesterday, and what turned out to be a pretty solid game. Nice little back and forth. But real quick, our starting goalies for today, for the Vancouver Canucks, we just have this across my desk right now. Thatcher Demko going to be starting in net for Vancouver. And Jacob Markstrom officially going to be starting for the Canucks. So, diving into our starting goalie comparison here. Looking at Thatcher Demko, he is 5-5-0. I don't know why you started trying to play something ESPN. But Demko is 5-5-0 in his season so far, with a 283 goals against average and 898 save percentage without a shutout. How's it going, Roblox? How's it going, Petsko? How you guys all doing? I did see your stream predictions, and looking at your stream predictions, I can say that you are fairly solid. Friday, you don't have Friday right. You don't necessarily have Saturday right. So, but you have a couple games right for sure. You definitely have a couple games right for sure in there, man. But yeah, looking back at Demko's last 5, he only has one win, and it was an overtime win against Nashville. He lost to the Sabres, the Jets, the Wild, and the Rangers, which, yeah, not quite real great to look at. But again, part of it was because of offense. You give up 3 goals, you should be in it. Same deal with the Rangers. They lost to the Rangers 2-0. Those are not necessarily all on the goalie. I mean, the goalie could definitely be better, but again, you need some offense as well in the NHL. Looking meanwhile at Jacob Markstrom. We are talking, shut up ESPN, shut up. Sorry, shut up ESPN. But Jacob Markstrom is 8-6-1 this season with a 366 goals against average and only an 875 save percentage. Thank you, Bond. Thank you for the like, man. Greatly appreciated. Do I have Monday night? Monday night? I don't believe you have Monday right because of something else. There's a lot of hockey coming up next week, so in order to balance it out, we're going to be doing Monday Night Football next week, at least as it stands right now, barring any changes. But yeah, going back into Jacob Markstrom's last 5, he only has one win in regulation against Ottawa. He gave up 3, that's goals against, right? Yeah, he gave up 3 goals against each opponent in his last 5 games, and gave up 4 to the Flyers. 2 of those losses also being 3-0 for the Devils. Yes, sir, Tuesday. We will be streaming Tuesday next week. Pens and Leafs. That should be a very, very fun game. That's going to be an awesome one to cover at 4 p.m. Eastern. Yes, sir, 4 p.m. We will be live for that game as well. But diving into these two teams briefly, this is the first game of 2 these teams are going to play each other this year, barring meeting in the Stanley Cup Finals. And the first game is today. The next game is going to be on January 23rd in Vancouver. So yeah, take a look though at the Canucks and their stats this season. Wait, no, that's wrong. There we go. That's the page I need. Their goals for per game is 274. Goals against rocking at the bottom of the league with 3.58. Their power play is 19.2, which isn't bad. It's like right in the middle. Oh man, yes sir, Wednesday is right. You are correct on Wednesday. And I already have the streaming schedule set up. I'm just waiting to see if we get any good NFL games on the 1 p.m. slate of games. Because if we don't, then we're going to stick with the hockey. Otherwise, we're going to go over and roll into some NFL on Sunday, which could affect Monday. It could lead to some domino effects. But the penalty kill for the Canucks is 71.6, so their combined special teams percentage is just about 90%, which, yeah, not that great. Penalty kill is 30th, power play percentage is 15th. Looking at the Devils, their goals for a game is .294 with a .316 goals against. Their power play is 9th at 22.2%, and the penalty kill is 77.3%. Their special teams combined is about 99.5%, which is better, but you want to be looking at 105. You'll have you on while I get ready for a workout. I'll greatly appreciate it, man. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see. We got Andrew saying, thoughts on trading Tristan Jarry? I think a shakeup was needed for both teams, if I'm being honest. I mean, I don't know that it should have been Jarry, but there was a lot of hullabaloo about Jarry's getting traded. Jarry's going to be out. He's not going to finish his contract in Pittsburgh. So I feel like Stuart Skinner, that was the best trade the Pens could have realistically got. Because I see Stuart Skinner and Tristan Jarry as one and the same to a sense. So effectively, you swap those guys, and then you get rid of Poulin to bring in Kulak and a second in 2029. That was a very valuable trade for the Penguins. I think the Pens came out way ahead on that. So that is kind of my thoughts on the Jarry trade. But as for the Quinn Hughes trade, man, that is crazy. William, Ogren, and Rossi, all in the top starting pairs tonight here. William in the second pair defense, Ogren in the fourth line, and Rossi taking over Rossi in that first line forward. Meanwhile, getting as well a first-round pick, I think it was, next year. I mean, that was a very, very valuable trade there. The Canucks came out way ahead on that. There's not even a doubt in my mind that Vancouver won that trade. I mean, yeah, you got rid of Quinn Hughes, one of the best players in the NHL, but look at that haul you got, and tell me with a straight face that Vancouver did not win that trade. I'm not even a Canucks fan, but I will die on the hill that Vancouver won that trade. Looking at your projected starters, though, as we get ready to gear up for this game, your projected offensive line, first line for the Canucks is number 74, Jake DeBrusk. Number 93, Marco Rossi. And number 6, Brock Beezer. Or Beezer. Yes, Beezer. Your starting defensive pair is projected to be number 29, Marcus Pettersson. And number 17, Philip Ronek. Looking at the Devils, your projected starting 5. Your projected offensive line or offensive pair or trio should be number 63, Jesper Bratt. Number 13, Nico Hischier. And number 91, Dawson Mercer. Projected starting defensive pair for the Devils is going to be number 71, Jonas Siegenthaler. And number 7, Dougie Hamilton. Okay. Am I checking here? Okay. Go ahead and just do that. There we go. So we are getting ready to rock and roll here. Okay. So yeah, we will see what we got in store for this game. I'm expecting, though, if I had to take a final score prediction, I'm going to take the Canucks. Or not the Canucks, the Devils. In a blowout fashion. I'm taking, I agree with chat saying Devils by 2+. I added that in there because the Devils are just a vastly better team. I would take them like 5-2, 5-1. But face-off going to be won by the Devils. Working their way to the offensive end. Going to dump it in. And over to the near side, giving chase. The Canucks able to clear that zone and clear it all the way out. NASCAR stream coming soon. We'll see. We got to hit 500 subs before we do a NASCAR stream. And then we have to wait for a NASCAR race when I'm going to be available to do a NASCAR stream. So we will see when that stream will be coming. But I will promise it if we hit 500 subs by the end of the year. We got to do that first. An M&F fan saying Devils win, but it'll be interesting to see how the Canucks respond after the trade. Oh, absolutely. I think the Canucks came out ahead. It might take time for them to reach that peak, but they definitely came out ahead, and I'm intrigued to see how Vancouver does. And we only got 12% of 8 people going for the Canucks in this one. Faceoff going to be won by the Canucks. They're going to clear that zone, but it's going to be another icing by Vancouver along the far side boards. Okay. So William out there on the ice. So they are on the Canucks are on to their second pair, William and Myers. And here we go. Looking at these starters here. Looking at these face-off on the far circle in the Canucks defensive end. And is anyone going to get dismissed? Looks like it's going to be 64-13. So Heischer against number 64. That going to be Kampf. And the faceoff going to be won by Kampf for the Canucks. Handled now by number 57, Tyler Myers. Sending it out over to the outside. Working along the boards on the far side. Taken back by New Jersey into the offensive end they go. Working around, that is Bratt. Looking for some help. And collides right on into the boards off of William, I believe it was. Over to the far side, a wing-to-wing pass for the Devils. Going to be taken away by the Canucks. But a broken stick results. Oh! Wow! We just had a big ol' hit there dished out by number 57, Tyler Myers. Just completely laid out Dawson Mercer. Oh, my word. Wow. Two-minute minor for slashing on the Devils. Yeah, right there. Garland had the puck, realized that his stick was broken, had to drop it, looks at the ref, and gets 2 minutes for slashing against the Devils. That's going to be against Dougie Hamilton, if I'm not mistaken. The Vancouver's getting ready to go on the power play. Face-off one, over to the near side. Working around. Okay, you have me scared for a second, Petsko. I do have it on live chat. Wing-to-wing pass over to the outside. I don't know if Tromboner's here yet, but working around the outside. Sending it towards the net. In front of the net. A shot. Two shots. He scores! The Vancouver Canucks take the lead. Off of the stick of number 74, Jake DeBrusk. Puts the Canucks ahead on the first shot of the game. 1-0. Vancouver is alive. DeBrusk with the first goal of this game. Who would have thought it would have been Vancouver? Anybody? Anybody think Vancouver would have got the first goal? I mean, look at that. DeBrusk gets the goal. I believe Garland might get an assist. Number 8, Connor Garland. Wow. Just looking at that beautiful effort there by DeBrusk to just punch it in high over the net, or on top of the net. The second shot of the game goes in, and here we go. 1-0. That was DeBrusk's 9th goal of the season. Face off won by the Devils, and now they're going to be in a bit of a defensive mode, and they're going to ice the puck. They're going to ice the puck, and it's going to come all the way back into the Devils' defensive end. Wow. Wow. Let me go ahead and restock my mini fridge real quick. So we have a face-off. Going to be won by the Canucks. Working at the top of the zone, passing around. And back up to the top of the zone here for Pettersson. Marcus Pettersson out to the outside. Puck goes loose. Pettersson sends it in again. Over to the near side. Puck being maintained. Not going to get a shot off there for the Canucks. Working along the back of the zone, sending it around, trying to keep it in. But the Devils are aggressively trying to flip it out. Goes all the way across the ice. And the Devils are going to clear the zone successfully and goes out of play. All right. Let me go ahead and stock myself up here real quick. Okay. So, yeah, we will see. Highest goals against this season, minimum 10 starts. Jacob Markstrom is in third. It is not pretty. So, here we go. Offensive zone draw for the Canucks. Rosie going to take it there up against number 83. That's going to be Lemico. Over to the outside, working with the puck. The Devils win the draw. Back in behind the net they go. Back around to the far side, looking for some help. Puck goes loose. Into the neutral zone, and the Canucks going to take it over. Take it back to the defensive end. Take it away by Lemico. Sends it towards the net. Not going to go. Over to the near side boards. Back in behind the net they go. Battling over to the near side. Puck goes loose and taken by Rossi. Over to the far side, wing to wing. Into the offensive end, the Canucks go. Sending it towards the net to the near side. Loose puck taken by Vancouver. Shot from the corner, not going to go. Working now over down to that back corner, over to the far side. Sending that puck around and going to be frozen by Markstrom. All right. So just like that, the Vancouver Canucks are laying the pressure on New Jersey early in this one, man. That's kind of crazy. But here we go. 17:45 to go in the first. Lamico's line hopping off. That is going to be the Lamico line with Cotter and Nason. Faceoff going to be won there by number 14, Glandending, working off of that fourth line. And that puck's going to get cleared all the way down for an icing on New Jersey. Defensive zone draw coming up now for the Devils. New Jersey is being pushed with their backs against the wall right now. Surprisingly enough, Vancouver is trying darn it to make this game competitive and strong early on. They're doing everything right. They're pulling all the right levers, pushing all the right buttons. Taking that draw here is going to be Max Sasson, so you're working with that fourth line there. Ogren and Carlson for Vancouver. Going to be one, but taken away by the Devils into the offensive end, working with that puck. Two bodies fighting over each other. Back in behind it over to the near side of the net. Working with it, and we got a stoppage. High stick. All right, played it with a high stick. That is going to lead to another face-off. But if you guys are enjoying the stream, let me know by dropping a like and subscribing, man. We are at 7 likes. Can we hit 10 likes on this stream? And can we maybe hit 475 subs this stream? Let's shoot for it. Let's go. Neutral zone draw here. Glandending up there against number 64. That's going to be Kampf. Going to be won by Kampf for Vancouver. Over to the outside to the offensive end. And puck's loose in the neutral zone. Devils flipping it in. Here comes a race for Vancouver. Looking for somewhere to go. That's going to be Parent. Over to the near side. You have that Parent line with Crookshank and Glandending. But the Canucks take it away. Working out through the neutral zone into the offense. Never mind. Back into the neutral zone it goes. And the Devils send it into the offensive end for themselves. Working with that puck is going to be Crookshank. Taken away by the Canucks to the near side. Flipping it up into the neutral zone. Taken back by Vancouver. Oh, it's unfortunate, man. But you're cool. You're cool. And working now out into the offensive end. Here comes Heischer. Looking for somewhere to go. A lot of traffic to the top of the zone he goes. Looking for Bratt. Back to Heischer. Shot. Not going to go. Goes off some bodies and goes out of play. All right. So there we go. 3 shots on goal, all by the Canucks, man. This game has been all Vancouver all the time so far. Wow. Yes, sir. 474. A huge shout out to whoever just dropped a sub. We're down now to 1 subscriber needed for 475. On the road to 500. Remember, at 500 subs, we're going to do a meme NASCAR stream. At some point when the NASCAR season gets going again. I don't think they're playing too many races in the snow. Vancouver wins the defensive end draw. Working with it to the outside there is going to be Myers. Sending it up and back in behind the net of Markstrom. Over in front of the net he goes. Over to Heischer. Looking for somewhere to go out of his defensive end. Heischer looking. Going to dump it into the zone and give chase. Where the Canucks are going to send it around the outside towards the top of the zone. And going to be taken out by Vancouver. Sent to the near side. Loose puck. Going to be taken by Vancouver in the offensive end. Looking for somewhere to go. Shot. Not going to go. Nice glove save there by Markstrom. On that shot was Marco Rossi. But unable to connect in net there. As that Markstrom just makes a nice little glove save. Just denies him with the leather. Man, but Vancouver, man, they are just playing incredible hockey today. They're playing incredible hockey. Go ahead and hop on into my game day VC in case anyone so chooses to join. So, here we go. Canucks working over to the near side, setting it down low in front of the net. Not going to go. Over to the outside, that is going to be Hamilton working with the puck to the near side. Then around, Vancouver trying to take it away, but maintained. Hamilton wing to wing in the defensive end. Taken back by Vancouver, but it goes in the neutral zone. Working with it now, the Devils trying to get a good offensive chance, but not quite able to. Over to the near side, a collision alongside the boards. Hoping Rossi gets a goal or assist today. That'll be pretty sweet, man. Isn't this his first game as a Canuck, too? Didn't they, not play yesterday? So into the offensive end they go. Looking for some help. Sending it around into the corner there is going to be number 41 of Vancouver. I don't have him. I don't know if it's actually 41. But either way, working with it now. I believe there's actually Sherwood. Either way, the Devils taking it away. Working through neutral zone to the offensive end they go. 3-on-4 into the zone. Not much having there. Battling in the corner. Brown unable to maintain control for New Jersey as the Canucks flip it out of the zone. Back into the defensive end now for New Jersey. It's going to be Luke Hughes. Looking for some help. Sending it out. Nope, keeping it himself. Back in the defensive end he goes. Over to the far side board. It's going to be sent out of the zone there by, I believe, Brendan Dillon. Yeah, first game, I was about to say. Rose, yeah. Yeah, they're all playing. William, Ogren, and Rossi, they're all playing today. They're all in top 4 lines. And I think they've all hit the ice. So here we go. Yep, that's Ogren on the ice. His line's out there. That fourth line, Sasson and Carlson with him. Into the offensive end, looking for a shot. Not going to get it. New Jersey playing a very aggressive form of defense. Sends it towards the net. Goes wide out along the boards. But I didn't think Vancouver played last night. And we got a penalty on New Jersey here. Maybe, they're talking maybe boarding on Nathan? Wow. Yep. Nathan, 2-minute minor for boarding. And just like that, the Canucks have a shot to take a 2-0 lead in this one. Let's take a look at that by Nathan. Yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh. Bro almost broke Ogren's neck on the boards. He got lucky with that only being a 2-minute minor. That should have been a major, I would think. That was like a Mikko Rantanen hit, but like dulled down a little bit. But Vancouver wins the draw over to the near side. Working with that puck there, number 6. That's going to be Beecher. Over wing to wing in the offensive end. Looking for some help. Working with that puck there is going to be Garland. Trying to go deep. Maintained by the Canucks at the top of the zone, though, as the puck went loose. Working around, wing to wing to the near side. Up to the top of the zone. Shot! Not going to go. That was an attempted Rossi to William play, but not going to connect. Puck gets cleared out. And it's going to be William with the puck. Working his way here now in through the defensive end. Sends it up. Going back a little bit. Slowing down. Trying to get the right guy pressuring into the zone. Back over to the near side. Rossi over to the near side. Puck going to go loose and flipped out by the Devils. Successfully going to clear the zone. Back in behind the net of Thatcher Demko. Then out along the far side boards. Working with that puck now is Vancouver. Up through the neutral zone to the offensive end they go. But there's a sea of red right there waiting for it. Into the offensive end. Here comes a chance. Passing. Shot in front of the net. He scores! Vancouver with a 2-goal lead. And William gets his first assist as a Canuck. Just like that. Zeev William gets his first assist. Or was it actually a goal? Did he actually get credit with the goal? Wow. Let me take a look at that. Did it go? I thought it went off a body on the way in. William sent it. No, it might have been a William goal. Wow. Yeah, Vancouver's up 2-0. Let me double check. Here. So actually, William also got an assist on that DeBrusque goal with Garland. But here we go. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Working now into the defensive end. The Canucks try and take that puck away. They do. Out to the outside. Sending it up along into the defensive end of New Jersey. Taken back. Working somewhere to go. Over to the near side. Working with that puck there is going to be Colton White. And taken back by Vancouver. Into the offensive end they go. What's up? Peace?
No, I don't need him.
Okay. Well, here we go. Devils into the offensive end they go. Looking for somewhere to go. Puck goes loose back in behind the net. Over to the near side. The Devils trying to send it around. Battling again. Goes back in behind the net. And here we go. Out to the outside. Vancouver trying to get a rush. Along the near side. Here comes William. Dumping it into the offensive end. Goes back in behind the net there of Markstrom to the near side. And let's see. Working with that puck. Flipping it out in front of net here. And Demko going to send it along the near side boards. Another whistle. Oh, no. So Zeev William getting himself, making his presence known here in Vancouver, man. That is crazy. That is crazy. So it was a Zeev William goal. Garland on the assist. Man, this game has been all Vancouver. Do I like soccer? I'm not really a big soccer guy. occasionally I'll watch the Riverhounds play, because, you know, Pittsburgh, but, like, I'm not really a big soccer guy. $480 subs all covering it. Oh, Petska. But seriously, if you guys are enjoying the stream or enjoying the play-by-play or the coverage, let me know by dropping a like and a sub. Let's see if we can hit 10 likes, and we're only one sub away. One sub from 475, our next minor goal. Oh, Vancouver so won that trade. They so won that trade. As soon as I saw it, as soon as I saw that trade, I knew Vancouver won it. Bro, they got, what was it? Didn't they get a first rounder in that trade as well? They got Rossi, Ogren, and Buyam with the pick. Oh, man. Let's see. We got Chad saying, do the Devils get a shot still? The Devils did get a single shot off, and 2-0 is not a death sentence. Vancouver is, the Devils have been, this year, a very rough team in the first period. I think something like 38 goals against in the first period, which is worst in the league. They're averaging giving up over a goal in the first period per game. So, that being said, I'm not counting the Devils out. The Devils can still come back with a big win. As much as I don't want them to, because, yeah. But, it still is possible. Until you got blind? It's still possible, man. I would not give up hope yet. The Devils have been giving up 1 to 2 goals per period, or per first period on average. So, they've been historically bad in the first period. They are leading the NHL in most goals given up. So, it's not over yet. The Devils have found ways to win from worse. And, I mean, look. The Sharks came back from 5-1. So, face-off here going to be won by the Devils, flipping it into the offensive end. 12 minutes to go in the first period. Into the near quarter, battling with that puck. And the Devils going to flip it around the far side boards. They call back a goal. It was never 3-0. Did it show 3 at one point? Because it was not 3. Over to the near side. Back in behind the net they go. Still battling, taking some time. Slowing this game down a little bit. Now going to go up through center ice towards the offensive end they go. Passing over to the near side. Pass deflected by the Devils. And they're going to flip it around and get it into the offensive end. Here comes a chance. Bratt looking for some help. Back to the top of the zone. Sends it. Not going to go. Over to the near side. Still working with it. And the Canucks take it away. Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. All my stuff's automated here. Back into the defensive end. The Canucks trying to take that puck away. The Devils sending it out the far side boards. Maintained. And working around to the near side. Passing to Hamilton in front of the net. Can't get a shot off. Vancouver going the other way. Here comes your chance for Vancouver to get a 3. Never mind. They're going to slow it down and flip it into the offensive end. That's fine. They say 2 goals is the smallest lead in hockey. It really is. 1 goal is never safe. 1 goal is never safe. I don't even really call it a lead. And there's going to be an offside on the Devils. All right. So, let's see. Oh, big match this morning in PL Newcastle. Okay, big rival. Okay. So, face-off going to be won by the Canucks and going to flip it in. Battling over to the far side. The Devils working out of the defensive end. Passing over to the near side. They do. Looking for some help. That's Cody Glass. Taking it himself into the offensive end. Passing over to the far side. Puck taken away. The Canucks going back the other way. And over to the near side. Battling for possession. The Canucks, I believe it's off the stick of Ogren. Back up to the top of the zone to Buyam. Over to the outside. Shot! Not going to go. Over to the far side, taking back Cody Glass with the puck now for Vancouver. Or for the Devils, sorry. Flip it out. Vancouver takes it away. Over to the near side. Oh, man. The Sharks game. Are you talking the Sharks game yesterday? We were live for that, Payne. I say it was Payne because Pens fan, but, like, yeah. So the Devils going to flip it into the offensive end, battling for possession along the boards, and going to be trying to be taken away by Cotter. Over to the near side, puck goes loose, and battling for it's going to be Colton White. It was crazy. It was a disappointment for Pens fans, so, like, I can't really say it was amazing, but, like, kudos to them. Oh, man, we got Rudy saying, Jason, I'm glad I found your realm. Well, absolutely. I'm appreciative you're here, man. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. So battling over to the far side boards. The Devils trying to take it away in the offensive end. Two bodies for each team. And that puck starting to jar loose. Never mind, we're back up into the same deal. A tie up there. And now it's going to be taken out. Flip behind the net over to the near side. And here we go. The Devils losing possession. Gets flipped out by the Canucks into the neutral zone. The Devils taking it back into the defensive end. Working their way around. And into the offensive end. That puck gets flipped back in behind the net. Sending it around. Willander trying to send it out. And working with it aggressively, though, is Xavier Parent. Going to be flipped out by the Canucks over to the near side boards. Working with it. Dumping it into the offensive zone they go. Right back behind Markstrom. Over along the far side boards. Battling for possession. Taken back by the Canucks. And going to flip it into the offensive zone. Racing down is going to be Rossi for Vancouver to the near side. Puck goes loose. Flip back around the far side. Rossi to the top of the zone. Back over to the near side on top is Beecher. Back over to Beecher. Shot! Not going to go. Loose puck taken by New Jersey and flipped out. Never mind. Maintained by Vancouver. Over to the near side boards. Puck goes loose. Hamilton sends it around behind his own net. Over to the outside and back in behind the net. Taken by Vancouver in front of the net. And Markstrom has to freeze that puck as we got a bit of a fight going on. Glandening and DeBruce getting into it. Alongside another pair. Grab your partner. Rossi getting involved. Rossi getting involved with that as well. All right, so 2-0 with 8:01 to go in the first period. And also a little update for you as well. Today we will be live for 2 more games. Unfortunately, this is the only hockey game for today. The next hockey stream will be a doubleheader on Wednesday. But we'll be live for 2 more football games today. We got live coverage in store for the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Detroit Lions. And we got live coverage for the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And then tomorrow night, we're gearing up for my Pittsburgh mother-loving Steelers, baby, taking on the Miami Dolphins. Sunderland won 1-0. The only goal was an own goal by a Newcastle player. Huh. That's odd. That's odd. Man, Lions coming for your Steelers next week? I don't know, man. The Steelers, with their backs against the wall, they will either cower and die, or they'll live up to the hype. I don't even know what team is going to show up today or tomorrow. You don't know what team's going to show up any day. It is frustrating being a Steeler fan for that reason. One night, the Steelers will come up and drop 6 turnovers on the Colts. And then they'll turn around and put up like 12 points against the Chargers for the whole game. Like, what is that team? Honestly. They are very frustrating to watch. Don't get me wrong, they are very frustrating to watch. But we enjoy them. We enjoy them nonetheless. All right. Aaron Rodgers effect. Hey, that's been the Steeler way for the last, 5 years. Oh, man, do you believe Tomlin could leave Pittsburgh? As much as I want Tomlin out, because I think it's Andy Reid in Philadelphia all over again, I really think he's going to stay because this new Rooney, he does not fire anyone. It does not matter how bad. Mike Tomlin could be arrested for sexual harassment and terroristic threats, and he would still have a job because Rooney doesn't fire anyone. Rooney doesn't fire, he lets contract expire. Hey, that rhymed. That should be a new saying. Rooney doesn't fire, he lets contracts expire. That is Rooney's philosophy. So Markstrom having an equipment issue, they're resolving it over on the bench. But yeah, that's the problem when it comes to the Steelers, is that Rooney doesn't fire. So it don't matter. As long as he's under contract for the next season, he can make domestic terrorism threats and he'd still be in as a head coach. Granted, he'll be calling his plays from jail. He'll be like, all right, Blue 42. No, it's okay. I'm a Steeler coach. I can have technology in my jail cell. Blue 42, 7 right, left. Graham's left. So here we go. The Devils win the draw in the neutral zone to the near side. Working with it is going to be number 43, Luke Hughes. Back in behind his own zone now. Brendan Dillon with the puck. Sent it along the boards up through the neutral zone. And taken back by the Canucks. Flipping it into the offensive end. Back in behind the net of Markstrom. taken by Hughes. Takes a big hit along the boards. You got that first line out there, that Mercer, Bratt, and Heischer line. Into the offensive end they go. Heischer to the near side to find Bratt. Bratt not going to able to maintain that puck. Battling for it, though, over in the near corner. Over to the outside is going to be Marcus Pettersson for the Canucks. Getting it back and going to send it out of the zone here. I would imagine that Heischer is trying to play strong defense. Yeah, he was still coached 9 and 8 season from himself. That is the Mike Tomlin experience. So into the offensive zone they go, taken back by the Devils into the offensive end. Here comes Cody Glass, looking for some help. Sends it behind the net over to the outside. Looking for Brown. A big collision along the boards. Oh, no, another whistle. Bro, the Devils PA announcer. So Tyler Myers boards the ever-living hell out of Brown. And the announcer, as soon as they get it, the PA guy goes, uh-oh, spaghetti-o. That's great. That is freaking great. So the Devils going on a power play here. Ready to rock and roll. So far, teams are, or it's interference, I believe they said, but it should have been boarding. Either way, interference, boarding, 2-minute minor, either way. I think the Canucks are 2 for 2 on the power play, so we'll see if as a game we can go 3 for 3. Taken back by the Canucks, though, and they're going to burn a couple seconds, flip it away. And back in behind the net of Markstrom they go. Over to the outside, working with it is the Devils. Looking for some help over through center ice he goes. That is going to be Luke Hughes sending it back. And into the offensive end they go. There goes Jesper Bratt looking for some help. Sends it along over there to Heischer. Down low he goes, over to Heischer again. Back in behind the net, working around to the near side with another Canuck, battling him along the boards with that puck. I believe that might have been actually William. Back in behind the net they go. A big hit delivered along the boards there by, that is going to be Elias Patterson. Oh, no. Another penalty for Vancouver. Wow. Sherwood not upset, or is very upset there. Kuiper Sherwood going to the sin bin. And we got a 2-man advantage for the New Jersey Devils. Watching Bills Patriots right now since I can't watch the hockey game. We'll be keeping track of the football games as well. In fact, I got to pull up the NFL scoreboard on ESPN so that we can give updates on those games as we see fit. The Patriots at the Buffalo 16. If the Bills lose that game, the Pats win the division. So here we go. Offensive zone draw. 5-on-3 here for the Devils. Sending it out and maintained by the Devils at the top of the zone. Looking to the near, or looking to the far side. Back to the top of the zone. Back to the near side boards. I believe that's Jesper Bratt. Working his way to the top. Sends it to the near side to Heischer. Back to Bratt. Back to Heischer. Shot. Nice save by Thatcher Demko. Back over to the outside again to the far side. Working with that puck for the Devils at the top of the zone. Finds over here on the near, or on the far side, Nason. Going to the top of the zone, back again. Sticking from the top of the zone, 49 seconds left, a 2-man advantage. There goes Heischer to the top of the zone to the near side. Shot going to be deflected. Nice little deflection there by Philip Hronek. All right. And the Canucks able to send it into the offensive zone of their own, back in behind the net of Markstrom. And going to be sent out by the Devils. And here they go. Into the offensive zone they go. Battling for possession on a wing-to-wing pass to Heischer. Over to the near side, going in front of the net. Shot! Not gonna go! A nice save by Demko. 14 seconds left of 2-man advantage time. Into the offensive end they go. Bratt takes it himself. In front, denied by Thatcher Demko. And going to be cleared out of the zone. And now we're just down to a regular power play for 42 seconds. All right. Now the Devils working back in through the neutral zone. They go. And working around back in behind over to the far side boards is going to be number 16. That's going to be Brown. Over to the near side. Quick shot. Not going to go on the one-timer by Paul Cotter. 18 seconds remain of power play time for the Devils. They've gotten quite a few shots here, but they haven't converted. And the Canucks flip it out of the zone. 10 to go on the power play. That's probably going to do it here. 6, 5, as the Devils go into the offensive end. 3, 2, 1. No power play goal. Battling over to the near side, though. Cody Glass leaves it in. And working with possession there is going to be, I believe, number 47. That's going to be Cotter. The top of the zone. Working for possession. Bodies collide. Go down. 2-on-2 into the offensive end for Vancouver. Going to try and get a shot off. Not going to get to the net. Not even going to get a shot off. And the Devils take it away along the near side boards. And here they go. Towards the offensive end. Taken away by Vancouver. And the Devils take it away from their own zone. In towards the offensive end, but taken back by Vancouver. Wing-to-wing pass to the near side. I believe that's to William. Working around, going to dump it in. Back in behind the net of Markstrom they go. Over to the far side. Gets cleared into the neutral zone with the puck is going to be Tom Willander. Working with that puck, trying to nurse this 2-goal lead. Sends it out, and we got a stoppage. Oh my gosh, another penalty. That's going to be Xavier Parent going to the sin bin for New Jersey, and Vancouver's going on another power play. This is not 11 streams of Christmas week. That week is going to be from the 17th to the 23rd. Wednesday to Tuesday. That's going to be our 11 streams of Christmas. Taking a real quick look around the NFL. The Chiefs have a 2nd and 3 at the Charger 14. The Patriots up 7-0 on the Bills, trying to ice that AFC East. The Eagles doing Eagle things, driving on the Raiders in the red zone. The Jags, yeah, they're down. They already got a touchdown over the Jets. Oh my gosh. And the Texans, again, a touchdown already. And they have a 4th down and 11 coming up in the offensive end at the Arizona 12. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we will see what we've got in store here. Taking a look at the rest of the games going on right now, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. New Jersey is down 2-0, and they're on the penalty kill. Yowzers. And keep in mind, Vancouver is 2 for 2 on the power play today. They are 2 for 2. And so far, there have been 10 penalty minutes served with 3:22 left in the first. But actually, the only 2 goals of the game have been power play goals. So, we go ahead and pull up X as well. Okay. So, here we go. You're back here, ready to go. Oh, man. So, we are back here. Looking at the sin bin there is Xavier Parent. Or Perrant, sorry. Yeah, streaming week for me is Wednesday to Tuesday because of NFL coverage maps. Yeah. Because of the NFL coverage maps being released only on Wednesdays, I count it Wednesday to Tuesday. So, back in behind the net, the Canucks work over to the near side. That is going to be Liam Ogren. Leaving it back there for William. William now to the near side, over to Rossi. And working now back in behind the net. There we go. Looking for number 74, DeBrusk. Over to the outside, to the top of the zone they go. The Canucks working off of that power play. Under 3 to play in the period. Over to the outside. Along the board, sending it in front of the net here to the near side. Puck goes loose. Ogren able to send it up along the boards there for DeBrusk. To the top of the zone to the near side. Looking for a shot. Not going to go. Over to the outside. A nice shot there by, I believe that was Ogren. And working around with the puck into the corner. Over to the near side they go for Vancouver. Bit of a tie-up along the near side boards. Puck going to be taken to the top of the zone there. Working with it is William. Over there to Ogren. Passing to the top of the zone. Waiting. Delayed shot over to the near side as it gets deflected. Along the boards they go. And that puck is going to get cleared out of the zone with 50 seconds remaining on the power play there to Perron. So over to the near side they go. Vancouver. 40 seconds left on the power play. Through the neutral zone to the offensive end. Working with that puck there is going to be Evander Kane. Losing possession. Back over to the near side they go. Back over to Kane to the top of the zone. Maintain there along the near side boards, looking for somewhere to go, and the Devils taking it away off the stick of Dylan. Battling for possession, 20 seconds left on the power play. Back to the top of the zone, cleared out into the neutral zone. Looking for somewhere to go, passing back over to the near side boards, looking for, that is going to be Kane, struggling to maintain possession of it, and a big tie-up is ensuing. Puck goes into the offensive end, but Hughes going to send it out. Over now into the offensive end. Power play expires. So the Canucks now are 2 for 3 on the power play today. And that puck gets taken back into the defensive end to the near side. Working with it to Vander Kane. Flips it into the offensive end behind Markstrom. Under 70 seconds left in the first period. Back in behind the net to the near side. Working with that puck. The Devils clear the zone. Trying to race to the offensive end. But taken back by Vancouver. Working their way into the offensive end with a chance. Passing. Can't get a clean pass and shoot off. Broken up there by Jesper Bratt. Working to go. 50 seconds left in the period. Into the offensive end, the Devils go. Battling for that puck. Alongside there to the near side boards. Taking it away is going to be Sasson. Over to the near side of the offensive end. Here comes a race. An opportunity there. Ogren behind the net looking for some help. Not going to find it. Dumps it back. Taken by the Canucks still in the zone. And the Devils are going to be able to flip it away and move it into the neutral zone, pushing into the offensive end. Here comes a chance. Racing for possession there is going to be Cotter. And over to the near side. Still battling right behind the net and down low. Over to the near side. Again flipped out there by Hamilton. To the top of the zone they go. Sending it towards the net. Not going to go. Loose down to the near side. The Canucks going to flip it out of the zone. 8 to go. 7, 6. Giving chase there is going to be Siegenthaler. Back in behind his own net. And they're just going to let this period expire. And just like that, we have hit the end of the first period with the score. The Vancouver Canucks 2. The New Jersey Devils nothing. Shots on goal in the period are 9-5, favoring the Vancouver Canucks. Man, they are starting to boo. The fans are starting to boo there. That is not a good sign. We have hit the end of the first period. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got. Let's go ahead and take a look at our stats so far in this game. So, at the end of the first period, we have shots on goal, 9-5, favoring Vancouver. Vancouver also dominant in the face-off circle, going 13 for 20, leaving only 7 for the Devils. Also, 67% of the power play, 2 out of 3. The Devils are 0 for 2. 10 penalty minutes served total, 6 by the Devils, 4 by the Canucks. Going down to your hits, 8 hits for Vancouver, 6 for New Jersey. 2 block shots and 2 giveaways for Vancouver, but 3 block shots and 3 giveaways for New Jersey. 2 block shots and 2 giveaways for Vancouver. My bad. Oh, do you want to keep me out, Ravens? Let's go. Who they think gonna beat them Bengals? Steeler Nation, we're part of who they today. Who they say gonna beat them Bengals? Normally we don't like either team, but for today we'll make the exception for the Bengals. The Canucks also have 2 takeaways to none for the Devils. As stated earlier in the stream, this is the first of 2 games these 2 teams will play against each other. The next game will be the last game, actually, barring any meeting in the Stanley Cup Finals, will be on January 23rd in Vancouver. Taking a look at our 5 penalties. Penalties got started here 43 seconds into the game with a Dougie Hamilton 2-minute slashing penalty. Then Stefan Nason at 5:44 got hit with 2 minutes for boarding. Then Tyler Myers of Vancouver got hit at 13:03 with 2 minutes for interference. Followed up shortly thereafter, 42 seconds later, by Kiefer Sherwood, 2 minutes for closing hand on puck. Then Xavier Perron got 2 minutes for hooking, my favorite penalty to talk about, and that was at 16:38. Tromboner, how's it going? 24 subs till we reach the NASCAR stream. That has to be by the end of this year, though. Even if we're at 499 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern on New Year's Eve, it does not count. It does not count. We gotta hit it within the year 2025 in order for that to count. But I will own up to it if you guys do it. I will do the stream. Taking a look at our goal scoring summary. 2 power play goals, both by the Canucks. One of them a minute 1 into this game by DeBrusk. Jake DeBrusk assisted by Garland and Boehm. You can't speak on that, bro. Pitt fan can't speak on that. What do you mean? What do you mean, Ode? I'm a little confused there. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the Ravens versus Bengals? We're joining Bengals Nation today, man. Oh, man. But yeah. Oh, my gosh. The Masters. Bro. That would be a stream. That would be a stream. The Masters. Here comes Rory McIlroy up to the tee box. He absolutely crushes that drive. Dead center. Down the middle of the fairway. A good 330 yards out. That is a beautiful first shot as he is -7 on the day. Oh my gosh, that would be a stream. Oh. But yeah. The golf claps. No, if we're doing a master stream, we're getting all into it, man. We're getting loud and proud and we're having a good time. Oh, man. But let's take a look here real quick at how we are rolling. You have to announce it while whispering. Oh, man. Go ahead and take a look over here. How are we doing? Oh, man. But yeah, going through our goal summary, Jake DeBrusk, assisted by Garland and William, got on the board 1-0 at 1:01 into the game on a wrister. Where are you off to? Really? Snow. Oh, you're doing the staff. The front. Okay. All right. But yeah. And then Zeev William got a goal, assisted by Thatcher Demko, the goalie getting his first assist of the year, and Garland on an assist as well to go up 2-0, 6:48 into the period on a wrister as well. Oh man. But bro, that would be a sick stream though, a master stream. Oh man. Let's go ahead and take a look at how we're doing over here. If you guys are enjoying the stream, drop a like and subscribe, man. We are only 24 subscribers from hitting 500 by the end of the year. I can't even believe I'm saying that, man. I honestly can't. Like, my heart goes out to every single one of you, man. Absolutely. You guys have made this possible. I could not believe the amount of growth we've seen, especially in the last 90 days. But this year, especially the last 90 days, man. We entered 2025 at like 30 subs or close to it. And now we're honing in on 500. Wear a suit and then some sort of sheet sandwich on a plate. So it's like your banquet. I'm back. We will be doing NFL today. We will be doing some NFL at 4 p.m. and on the night game. The reason no NFL right now is twofold. Number one, game selection. If I go to 506 Sports NFL coverage map, and I pull up week 15. Right now, we get Baltimore-Cincinnati. While it's not going to be a bad game, it ain't no Bills-Patriots. And number two, the Steelers play Monday night, so we're going to have 3 NFL streams, plus the 4th one we did on Thursday night. And I try to balance out the streams, you know what I mean? I try to go as close to 50-50 as I can between NFL and NHL. So we will have some NFL coming up here at 4:25 when the Rams take on the Lions. And then Sunday Night Football when the Vikings take on the Cowboys. And they'll be live again for Monday Night Football tomorrow night. So don't worry, there is still a lot of football coming up. It's just not quite yet. But speaking of NFL, the Bears have a first and goal at the Cleveland 6. The Bengals, let's go Bengals. 3rd and 4, the Ravens 25. Here we go, Bengals. Here we go. Hoo, hoo. Oh man. Yeah. Oh, that would be a great idea though, Tromboner. If I get like a sheet sandwich and occasionally just. All right, here they go up to the tee box. Ready to go is Rory McIlroy. He's -5 on the day, looking for his first Masters tournament win in a few years. Rory McIlroy up the tee box. He goes and he crushes it down the fairway. That's the the Dolphins can still win. Oh my gosh, bro! If the Dolphins win the Super Bowl, man, there's no shot. Oh, come on, Kansas City. Don't win, Chiefs. Don't win. I want you eliminated. You drove me up a freaking tree this week. I had to write down 41 or 42, playoff scenarios for this team as to how they can be eliminated. I don't like the Chiefs right now. They are on my hit list. But, yeah. The Bills have the ball at their own 17, first and 10. The Commies up 3-0 over the Giants. The Jags up 14-0 over the Jets. And the Texans up 10-0 over the Cardinals. Oh, my gosh. But, yeah. That is how we are sitting. But, yeah, I really want the Chiefs, man, just to get eliminated. The Texans' D is scary. The Texans' defense is solid. Don't get me wrong. The Texans are really putting it together. They are a dark horse. I'm not saying they're likely, but they are a dark horse team that can make some noise or even potentially make a run. Oh, I lost my green highlighter. That's not good. Oh, well. But, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I forgot to take community picks down. I got to write that down right now before we get too far into these games. Oh, my gosh. Let me go ahead and write these down right now. I did not take community picks today for the NFL. Thanks for reminding me, NFL games. Community picks. So, for the Bears game, you guys had Chicago. Then you had the Bengals. Then you had the Chargers. Then you had the Patriots. Then you had the Giants and the Eagles. Then you had the Jaguars and the Texans. And then you had, after that, the Packers over the Broncos. You had the Rams over the Lions. The Panthers beating the Saints. The Niners beating the Titans. The Seahawks beating the Colts. The Cowboys beating the Vikings. And the Steelers beating the Dolphins. There we go. Just had to record those community picks down. Let me go ahead and alter the message I have for it as well in the Discord server. If you guys aren't in the Discord server, what are you doing? Go ahead and join it. Link in the pinned message in the chat. You guys can make your voices heard on picks. You guys can have fun just chatting with us, talking sports. We have standings, updates, all that fun jazz on the Discord server. Let me go ahead real quick and update. What do I need to update? Where is the message? There it is. Team picks. And edit message. So, for the Bucks game, you guys had Tampa Bay. Then you had Chicago, the Bengals. All right, the Chargers, the Patriots, the Giants, the Eagles. All right, the Jaguars and the Texans. All right. Message. Green Bay. Rams. Okay. Panthers. San Francisco. Seattle. Dallas. And Pittsburgh. All right, there we go. Everything is updated on that, and we are honing in real quick, hopefully pretty soon here on the second period. We have another 4 minutes on the docket here before we get into that second period. In the meantime, the Jets have a 3rd and 1 at the Jaguars 13. Texans, oh my gosh, 3rd and goal at the 1. Bro, the Chargers getting on the board with a field goal, and the Ravens have the ball at their own 9, 3rd and 16. Let's go Bengals, baby! Tromboner, what's it you guys say? Who they say gonna beat them Bengals? That's what we're hoping for. The Bengals are pushing the Ravens back. The Bengals have the Ravens at a 3rd and 16 at their own 9. Yeah. Yeah, we're looking at NFL games while we're waiting at the intermission here. 3rd and 16 at the Baltimore 9.
Yeah, who's winning?
No, it's nothing. So, Oh, yeah, Jari got his first win as an Oiler. Also, funny story about that game. I was wrong yesterday. Tristan Jari did not wear an Oiler-supplied Oiler Colors mask. Instead, he wore his Pittsburgh Penguins-themed mask. So you see Tristan Jari wearing a Penguin-style mask in a game featuring the Oilers and the Leafs. So even in a purely Canadian game, there is still American influence in hockey. Okay. Oh, I know you're having one of those days, Dad. That's why I'm not making you call a hockey game right now. We'll still have you call it. How's it going, Pat Boy? We'll still have you call one, but maybe on Wednesday. What? Oh, so the car's gonna be stuck at the church till tomorrow. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Biden, it has been a day around this house. It has certainly been a day. Oh my gosh. So we're down to one car right now as a family because of something that happened at church today. Oh, man. I'm doing all right with the San Jose win yesterday, man. I mean, it's the Penguins. It's the Penguins, man. But, yeah. That was an interesting turn of events. Oh, boy. Shop. The car is stuck at the church. Oh, only my dad could manage to do that. But, yeah. We are rocking and rolling here. Let me go ahead and pull up X as well, so we can take a look over there. Maybe, well, the thing is that Skinner needs to get through immigration first. So that's the first issue. Skinner has to get through. Oh! New stadium or New Highmark Stadium was on fire this morning. Wow. Wow. All right. So we'll see. We are back here at the first intermission. Oh, man. I think they're going to drag themselves into the playoffs finally. Oh, we'll see. Right now, they're holding their own right now. Before yesterday. Let's see. Go ahead real quick and take a look at our NHL standings before we get into the second period. I mean, the way they're playing right now, Detroit has been hanging their own. And I think they very well can, especially with how tight the Eastern Conference is. Anyone can get themselves into the playoffs right now. The only teams that I would say are probably not in the race at this point are like Buffalo and Buffalo. Everyone else is like really in the thick of it. Your wild card point totals is getting, close to 40. I mean, it's crazy how tight the Eastern Conference is. So, let us see. We're getting ready here for the second period of action here. Okay. So let's see. Just taking a look over on X. We have a little bit of time here. What happened with the car situation? My dad managed to lose the car keys. That was an interesting scenario. So here we go. We're getting ready to go into the second period. Oh, man. The Bills' new Highmark Stadium, their new stadium, was reportedly on fire. So, the new Bills Stadium was reportedly on fire this morning. Here we go, ready to go for the second period of action. Go ahead and grab myself another one of these bad boys. Center ice fades off here to start off the second period. And let's see. Face-off going to be won by the Devils, working out of their own defensive end here. And flipping it in around to the offensive end, back in behind over there. Pettersson going to get to it, Marcus Pettersson. Over to the near side, puck goes loose and cleared out by the Canucks in through the defensive end of the Devils, where he's sure going to send it over to the near side as Siegenthaler. Up along the boards now to the offensive end they go, back in behind the net. Mercer giving chase. Going to be sent out around the outside, though. Bodies come together, and the Canucks take it away, sending it behind the net over to the near side. Working with it for possession, the Canucks going to send it up. That's going to be off the stick of Nies Hoglander, I think. Was it? Yeah, it was Hoglander. And the Devils go back into the offensive end. And back in behind the net there is going to be the Canucks working with it. Over to the near side they go. And here we go. Over to the near side, working around. What's up? Yeah? No, what? Yeah? Wow. So here we go, battling along the near side board. You going to join us for a little bit?
Yeah.
Ravens game. Good monitor it while down here. Working around over the far side. The Canucks in the offensive end. Over to the near side in front of the net. Not going to go. Battling over to the near side. Sending it around again is going to be Tyler Myers. Going to be sent out, though, by the Devils. Giving chase over to the near side is Williams. Fair enough. So here we go. To the offensive end they go for the Canucks. Around the outside boards. Flipping it in. Over to the near side behind the net they go. Going to be off the stick of Glendening. And going to be maintained out of the zone by the Canucks. Trying to take it right back in. Oh, okay. Here we go. Battling along the near side boards. Loose puck. We got a whistle for an offside. Okay. Oh, Sergei Murashov will be starting for the Pens tonight. But, Ravens. We heard something big happen in the Ravens game. Man, it's nice just to be using the talent they've been stacking in. Yeah. Yeah. The Devils are just teasing according to Rudy. Well, we'll see. Here we go to the offensive end. Going to flip it in. We haven't had a goal here in almost about 15 minutes of game action. I think we're pretty due. Taking it back into the defensive end they go. The Canucks working with it now over the near side through the neutral zone off the stick here of Willander. Gonna dump it in back in behind Markstrom's net to the near side they go. Battling for possession. Going to be taken out and Willander going to send it wing to wing in the defensive end. Over to the near side along the boards to the offensive end. Taking to the offensive side. Here we go. A chance by Sherwood over to the far side, maintaining possession and giving chase to the near side. It's going to be Myers sending in front of the net. Not going to go. Back in behind the net to the near side, giving chase Myers as the Devils are trying to flip it out of the zone. Maintained right over there to the net. Not going to go. Over to the far side. And still having possession, the Canucks shoot it. Deflected off a couple bodies, off a stick, and around to the outside again. Battling with it now to the top of the zone and flipped back in by the Canucks. Giving chase over to the near side boards. Along now the far corner. Puck is going to be battled for and sent out of the zone. Maintained by the Canucks in the defensive end. Over to the near side they go. Into the offensive end. Taken by the Devils. And going to flip it right back through the neutral zone. Taken by the Canucks into the offensive end. Wing to wing. Here comes your chance for Carlson. Back in behind the net. Goes down along the boards. A tie up for that puck taken away by Siegenthaler. And going to move it into the offensive end. Here's a 3-on-3 into the offensive end. Looking for somewhere to go. Bratt leaves it there. Shot. He scores! That is going to be Luke Hughes with Jesper Bratt on the assist. Wow. Wow. Okay. Let me see. Let me take a look here. Oh, man. Oh, that's a typical like ACL type of injury. Okay. So here we go. Over to the near side. The Canucks trying to take it around into the offensive end. They'll go battling for possession. And ultimately taken away by the Devils. But the Canucks take it right back in the defensive end. So, moving around now towards the offensive side. Puck taken back by New Jersey, but right back taken again by Vancouver to the defensive end they go. Working with possession to the near side boards. Going to flip it into the offensive end, giving chase into the corner, and going to be icing. So real quick, I want to take a minute. Huge shout out to audience. We are only 2 subscribers away from 480. Can we maybe go for that little milestone today? I mean, we're trying to hit 500 by the end of the year, if it's possible. But, hey, 480 is a pretty solid number, too. So, it'd be pretty cool if we manage to hit that. That would be pretty sweet if we do. But here we go. 15 and a half to go here in the second period. Ready to rock and roll. Face-off going to be won by the Canucks in the defensive end. Moving wing to wing to the near side. Working with that puck dumped in by Garland. Over to the outside, taken right back by Cody Glass, and the Devils take it the other way. Into the offensive end they go. Battling into the corner there for Andre Palat to the near side. Puck maintained there by the Devils, taken out by the Canucks. Here comes your race. 3-on-2 into the zone. Looking for somewhere to go. He shoots. Not going to go. Denied by Markstrom. Over into the corner, a battle there with Nils Hoglander over to the near side. Taken by the Devils. Connor Brown. Taking it himself, looking for somewhere to go, flips it in, and there we go. We got dinner bell. Seems like eons ago, Talbot was backing up Enrique in the Big Apple. It really bounced around. Yeah. So here we go, over to the near side. The Devils with a chance. Lamanick, and not gonna go. Or Lamika. They'll have a chance off of number 71 Siegenthaler, but the Devils not able to capitalize. Back in behind the net. Battling for that puck, holding on to it, it's Elias Pettersson. Going to be taken by the Canucks, and along the near side boards they go. Up into the offensive end if they can maneuver. Shot, going to be deflected and caught by Markstrom. All right. Go ahead and take a look here. Man, so taking a look at our poll in the chat, we got 30 votes over there. Huge shout out to audience. And we have a 47-53% split favoring the Devils. But 23% taking the Devils by 2+. 30% taking the Devils just straight. So here we go. Face off in the far corner, taken by the Devils in the defensive end. Over to the near side from Dylan. Working with that puck up and ready to go to the offensive end, but maintained by Vancouver. Behind the net is Myers battling for that puck. And going to be taken out to the outside. Still maintained by the Devils in the zone, but flipped out by Vancouver. Taking it now towards the offensive end. They go off the stick of Sherwood. Back over to the outside, taken by the Devils. Into the offensive end. Here they go with Perron. Looking for somewhere to go to the outside. And that puck going to get cleared out of the zone. Giving chase. And here we come. The Devils. Wing-to-wing pass to the offensive end they go. Off the stick here, number 43, Luke Hughes. Looking for some help. Heischer. Passing in front of the net. Loose puck. That was a clear goal. Just could not get a shot off to the near side again. Shot not going to go. Taken back and moving out of it in here is going to be Jesper Bratt. In front of the net. Could not hit Mercer. And the Canucks will clear the zone. And going to be an icing on the Canucks. All right. So there we go. Go ahead and take a look real quick at the NFL. See if we have any surprise updates while we're chilling here. Bears up 14-0 The Chargers up 10 to down 7-3. Patriots up 14-0. Commies up 10-0. Eagles up 10-0. Jags up 21-7, and the Texans up 17-0, threatening another touchdown. Face off in the offensive zone, going to be won by New Jersey, but flipped out of the zone by Vancouver. Giving chase now is going to be number 44, Cholowski. Sends it over to the far side into the offensive end. Shot, loose puck, maintained by Brett in front of the net. Loose puck still, and going to be taken out by Vancouver. A beautiful, beautiful job there. Into the offensive end they go. Shot, not going to go. A nice save by Markstrom. Shocked. The Cards are losing. Oh my gosh. It's not even close, man. We got a nice little 2-1 game here. Yes, sir. All right. 10-0 Eagles. Well, we'll see if they manage to hold on to it. Kenny Pickett is starting for the Raiders. I think you're fine. If Kenny Pickett is starting, I could win against him. Oh, man. I don't know about that. Hey, Pete! Arizona got a passing touchdown! 17-7. As long as the PAT is good. Oh, man. Let's see. You know hockey? Thank you. Thank you. I do try to know hockey as much as I can. I try to follow as much as I can. It's a little bit tough because there's always hockey every night, pretty much, it feels like. But I try to follow as much as I can. The Cardinals are not playing. It's not baseball season. What do you think of the Hughes trade? Vancouver won it. Vancouver absolutely hosed. Minnesota gave up their entire future for one player. Minnesota gave up their future. They gave up Zeev William, Liam Ogren, and the big one, Marco Rossi. Plus, I think it was wasn't it a first round pick next year or something like that? First or second round pick? Either way, it sucks getting rid of Quinn Hughes. It really does. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, look at all that talent you got. And William, in his first game, already making a difference. 2 points today already, a goal and an assist. So, I think by far Vancouver won the trade. Yeah, Quinn Hughes will be good in Minnesota. The problem is, can they manage to cling on? Can they manage to still play? I mean, it is a lot. Basically, Minnesota said, we mortgage our future to win this year. Let's see. Man saying, can we watch along? Unfortunately, I don't want to show because if I do, then I risk copyright infringement, and that could lead to a big no-no. And eventually this channel getting shut down because, well, it's their product on the ice. They don't like us showing their TV product from NHL Network. So NHL Network would immediately shut us down if we tried to do that. Oh, man, give me up for what we get for Shorty. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it definitely is possible. It's definitely possible for the Arizona Cardinals to get a good deal out of that, potentially. The Canucks trying to take it now. Back out of into the defensive end they go. Wing to wing to the near side, finding Roenick. Into the offensive end they go, taken by, still maintained by the Canucks. Shot towards the net, not going to go. Out to the outside, Ogren. Sending it to the top of the zone, back over to the near side to Roenick. To the near side. Working with that puck is going to be Besser. Shot! Going to go wide by the Canucks, over to the near side. Going to be taken there by Palat. Working up through center ice now, and into the offensive end he goes. Wing to wing pass. A chance in front of the net to the near side. Puck going along the boards. A bit of a tie-up maintained in there by Siegenthaler. Out to the outside. Battling for possession to Roenick with the puck. Trying to clear the zone. And puck goes out of play. Let's see. Minnesota's not made it out of round one in a long time. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know if this is the right move to do it, though. You gave up your future, basically. You're saying we're going all in on this year and this year alone. I don't know. I mean, that's just not what I just didn't like that move for Minnesota. I think Vancouver absolutely hosed them. I think Vancouver absolutely won. So, that's kind of what I think about that whole deal. But here we go. A chance in the offensive end for the Devils with a draw. Oh, man. Waiting on the draw here. Faceoff going to be won by the Canucks. Working with that puck now over along the far side board, trying to clear the zone. They will. And the Devils taking in the defensive end, wing to wing, over to the near side they go. Dumping it all the way out. And it's going to be icing on the Devils. Okay. Let's take a look over here. Any other big score updates in the NFL we had to provide? Does not look like it right now. Okay. Oh, here we go. Ready to roll. Second period, 11:39 to go. Over to the near side, or over to the far side along the boards. Puck's going to be stirred and maintained by the Canucks. Along to the far side boards again, passing into the into the far corner. Still being maintained there by the Canucks. Working in front of the net. Trying to get a shot off and going to be cleared successfully by Paul Cotter. And that's going to be another icing. Bro, why did the Bengals not clean off the seats for their fans? Bro. Bengals. Bengals. Bro, what? That's crazy. That is crazy. The Bengals just did not clean off the seats. Wow. Over to the near side. The Devils trying to clear the defensive zone. They will. With that puck, there's going to be Willander in front of his own net. And over to the near side. Yeah, I think the Burrow trade rumor is BS. I don't think he's going anywhere, man. And the Devils take it in the defensive end. Along the near side boards they go. And going to be sent back in behind the net. And just for Bratt going into the corner there with DeBrusque. Over to the near side. Maintaining possession is Dylan. Looking for DeChance here in front of the net. Not for Mercer. Not going to go. But maintained at the top of the zone. Cleared out of the zone. Canucks trying to take it away in the offensive end. Over to the near side they go. Clearing the zone and going to be taken back by the Devils. Into the offensive end. Here they go with a chance. A shot. Not going to go. Loose puck to the outside. And maintained by Vancouver to clear the zone. Over to the near side. Dumping it in there. And let's see where they're going to go from there. Oh, man. Maple Leafs, I would say yes. They always try and get it done, but they never actually get it done. They always choke in the playoffs if they make it. And when they don't make it by a wide margin. So that puck can be cleared out by Vancouver, and back in behind the net they go. Looking for somewhere to go. That is going to be number 34 or 36. That's Crookshank. But taken back by the Canucks in the defensive end. Through center ice and to the near side of the offensive end they go. Flip back from Markstrom over to the near side, taking it out for the Devils. Loose puck taken by Vancouver. In front of the net now, back down low. Into the corner. Tie up for that puck in that corner there. Going to be taken out by New Jersey along the near side and clearing the zone. Racing for it is going to be Crookshank. Going to be going down around the wall and over to the near side. The puck goes along the boards. Working with that puck is going to be Hoglander. But taken back by the Devils, slipped into the zone, and going to have to regroup. There's Ronick back in behind his own net. And flipped, never mind, maintained in there. Nice job by Palat to maintain the zone. Up to Siegenthaler, out to the outside, working it around, back in behind the net. The Devils up to the near side to Palat. Palat back again into the corner. Over to the near side, working with that puck, and sending it out to the outside over to Siegenthaler. Back over again in front of the net. Shot not going to go. Puck lost a lot of steam on that play. And over to the near side they go. Battling for possession of that puck. The Devils maintain to the top of the zone. Shot not going to go. It was out of play. Unfortunately, I will not be streaming here till 4. I'll be taking a little bit of a break after this game so that I can rest, get the next stream going, and get myself mentally prepared and ready for the game at 4:25 between the Rams and the Lions. So that is kind of the game plan for today. We'll definitely provide some NFL updates, though. And if Ravens-Bengals is close enough, I might make it work. But I do still have to do all of my setup for the Rams stream because I don't have any of it. Okay. You can also skip the Rams line. Nah. Nah, we're doing the Rams game, man. We are streaming coverage of that Rams game. If it wasn't for streaming coverage of the Rams game, I'd be covering Penn's Mammoth after this. I had that on the call. I had that on the streaming schedule, and then I waited and saw, oh, shoot, we do get the Rams. Okay, I guess I'm going to do the Rams. I can only get the Rams a maximum of 17 times, but not really, because they'll play at the same time as a lot of the Steelers. They'll play at the same time as a lot of other games that are more important to us. But I'm going to have me a Sprite Cranberry. Hashtag not spawn. Small little can of Sprite Cranberry. You'd rather I know you would, John. I know you would. But the Rams game is a bit more special to me, John. All right, so we are back here and ready to roll. Okay. So here we go, ready to roll for this Devils game here up against the Canucks. Face off here in the near circle in the offensive end for New Jersey. And going to be won by the Devils. Working around the near side, Jesper Bratt. Back in behind the net, trying to go, send it around, there's Mercer. Top of the zone, sending it in is Dylan. Backing around to Bratt. Looking for somewhere to go himself. Over to the near side, cleared out. The Canucks giving chase, loose puck into the defensive end for the Devils, taken by Dylan. Flipping it out to the outside, that was DeBrusk on the race for the Canucks. Sending it back in behind, and here we go. Working with that puck there is going to be Luke Hughes. Up through center right to the offensive end to Heischer. Out to the far side with Dylan. Along the corner to the top of the zone again. And let's see. Moving into the offensive end and going to be taken by Markstrom. Out to the outside they go. And taken out there by number 43, Luke Hughes. To the offensive end, Heischer. Over to, that's going to be Hughes again. Hughes working around on the near side. Leaves it there for his teammate there for Chalowski. Working now is Brown. Sends it towards the net. Not going to go. And taking a nice freeze by Demko. Let's see. Yeah, I know you talked to Trump Bomb, man. I just watched Alvin's presser earlier. Dude was not happy when asked about the Canucks having a culture problem. I mean, it's hard to not have a culture problem, though, when all these guys know that they're not going to be on this team. You know, the Pettersson brothers, they could be gone. You know, there's a lot of players. DeBrusk could be gone as part of the trade. I mean, it's hard to have a good culture when you don't know if you're going to be with this team for the rest of the year. It's hard. Let's see. Faceoff going to be won by the Devils. Siegenthaler keeping it in. And over to the outside. Working with it there is going to be Hamilton to the near side. Cleared out. And that is going to be sent over to the near side of Siegenthaler from Markstrom. Into the far corner of the Devils offensive end. Looking for somewhere to go. We haven't had a goal here in a hot minute. 2-1 still. 7 minutes to go. And we got a collision along the near side. Girl on the far side board. Siegenthaler getting him hit there. As the Devils try to clear the zone, they will. But the Canucks hounding them for that puck. Taken there, and the Devils moving into the neutral zone, taken back by Vancouver. To the offensive end they go. To the near side in front of the net, not going to go. Over to the near side, sending it out and around is going to be number 63, Max Sasson. And taken by the Devils. The near side towards the offensive end, racing forward in the corner there is going to be number 47, Cotter. To the outside, maintained to the top of the zone. Chalowski, I believe, has the puck. Or no, it's actually number 45. My bad. That's going to be White. But a nice freeze by Demko. All right. Let us see. Let us see. We are rocking and rolling here. If you guys are enjoying the stream, though, let me know by dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. Again, we are only 3 subs away from 480, which would be pretty sick if we hit that today. Oh my gosh, the Ravens got a touchdown. 6-0 pending a PAT. The Bears threatening another touchdown. The Chiefs getting a field goal. And the Pats up 21-0. Oh my gosh. They're back. So, face off here going to be won by the Devils in the offensive end. Shot! And we're right back to where we started a couple seconds later. All right. So, here we go. Face off in the far corner in the offensive end for the Devils. Face off, waiting for the draw here. Going to be taken by, or going to be won by the Canucks to the near side they go. And flipping it into the offensive end all the way down. Going to be right behind Markstrom to the near side, sending it out. Battling for possession there is going to be Cholowski. A big tie up there behind the net. And over to the, still working for that puck behind the net. And let's see, face off. That's not really face off, but kind of a face off, I guess. Taking it over to the near side. Maintained by the Canucks. And they're going to take it out of the zone. Or it's actually an offside, my bad. So there we go. 5:53 left in the second. 2-1 Canucks. All right. Let's see here. And real quick, I just want to say a huge shout out to everyone who checked out that Penn stream yesterday, man. That stream is 4 clicks away from 1,000 views. That is just absolutely crazy, man. Huge shout out to all Ians, honestly. I love every single one of Ians. I really do. I really do. The way this channel is growing, we might get monetized in the next year, which is something I never thought would actually happen with this channel. It is really kind of crazy to see, man. It just, honestly, just bonkers. But let's see here. Do we have any other scoring updates? The Texans getting a field goal. The Eagles threatening a touchdown. Tommy's getting a field goal. And that is about it. That's about it. Okay. We'll take a look here on X, see if we got any news while we're chilling. I love this matchup. I get on Fox today. Bears versus Browns. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ooh, looking at each team's inaugural season logo. Ooh. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I would say Tampa Bay had a solid one. Vancouver's is not terrible. I like the Ducks with that little green. Man. There's a lot of good logos on that. The Wild really haven't changed. Same with the Senators. Same with the Flyers. Oh, man. Vegas obviously hasn't changed. But the face-off here going to be won by the Canucks into the defensive end. Ronick. Over to the outside. Working now around, taken by the Devils to the near side of the offensive end they go. Looking for somewhere to go along the near side. There is going to be Hughes. To the outside finds Heischer. Back to the near side, loose puck taken by Vancouver. Battling for possession there is going to be Marcus Pettersson. Going to be taken and maintained by the Devils. Bit of a tie-up here on the near side boards. And taken by the Devils in the defensive end they go. Over to the far side to the near. Mercer looking for some help in the offensive end. Not seeing much. Sends to the top of the zone. Over to Dillon, out to the outside to Hughes. And over to the near side. Hughes working with that puck. Trying to take it down low. Taking it back high. And a shot. Not going to go. Very close to going in. Let's see. And over to the outside again to the top of the zone. Working with possession. Hughes. And battling over to the near side. Heischer to the top of the zone. He goes again there for Dillon. Dillon looking for some help. And there is a player without a stick there. It's a Canuck player. That's going to be number 54 or 64. That's going to be number 64 there, I believe. That's going to be Comp. A shot, not going to go. Loose puck to the near side, not going to go again. Over to the near side, maintained in there by, I believe, Bratt. The outside. Effectively like a power play here is what they're saying. And a chance now. Bratt to the outside, to the top of the zone again. Hughes over to, I believe, Heischer. Sends it shot, not going to go. Loose puck and going to be taken by the Canucks behind the net. Battling for possession, taken out now definitely by Vancouver. And clearing the zone. 2-on-2 into the end, going to dump it into the zone and go for a change. All right. Yeah, I did know the Senators did have one because that's on NHL Slapshot. They had it for a little bit, but they're right back where they started. And now battling back in behind the net they go. Back over to the outside. There goes William. And that puck going to get cleared out there by the Canucks. And Siegenthaler going to give chase. Takes a little bit of a hit there by number 21, Hoglander. They'll be taken now by the Devils. Working around, trying to find somewhere to go to the offensive end. Taken by the Canucks. 3:20 to go here in the second period. And let's see. Over to the offensive end. Battling there in front of the net. Not going to go. Battling now and into the offensive end they go. Flipping it in. And back in behind the net they go. Over to the near side is going to be flipped out by the Canucks. Bodies come together. To the offensive zone they go. That was going to be Glendening against number 74 there. That's going to be DeBrusque. And that puck going to get cleared out here. Over to the near side. There goes Pettersson. Leaving it to the near side again for the Canucks. Taken by Ottawa. Or not Ottawa. New Jersey. We were talking Ottawa. But New Jersey. And that puck going to get cleared out and icing on the Canucks. Okay. How's it going, Sports Predictor? How you doing, man? Yeah, Diego Pavia did not deserve the Heisman. He did not. He did not have the right mentality about it. So, here we go. Devils in the offensive end, looking for somewhere to go. Trying to send that puck around to the outside. Bratt to the near side to Hughes. Shot! Not going to go. A nice shot. Puck goes out of play. All right. Pavia, yeah. Yeah, he did not. Like, he might have had the skill to deserve it, but he did not have the right mentality to deserve it. He said, oh, yeah, I'm going to be the first one to hold it. I'm going to be the one. It's me. And this guy already cleared a spot for my Heisman Trophy in his studio, so he's going to get to hold it for a couple days. And yeah, I finished second. F all the voters. Yeah, you don't have the right mindset, buddy. You're going to be a big trouble in the NFL. You're going to have a rude awakening. If you thought Shadir's fall was bad, your fall is going to be worse. And flipping into the offensive end, cleared all the way out, and an icing on the Devils. Okay. Let's see here, rocking and rolling. Go ahead and give this a little reload. Let me just check this, check a couple things out. But here we go. Offensive zone draw. Coming up, and here we go. Face off won by the Canucks, slipping it in. The Devils trying to take it away, but battling for possession there. Along the far side board, taking to the near side, and moving up is the Devils, clearing that zone. Flipped in by Heischer. Over to the outside, looking for somewhere to go to the top of the zone. Gets cleared out by the Canucks. Gonna dump it into the offensive end. He did take vanity to relevance, but like, yeah, it was an awful look. Absolutely awful look for him. The Devils into the offensive end. Battling along the corner to the near side. Intercepted pass. Going to be flipped out there by the Canucks. 1:25 to go in the period. Ready to rock and roll over to the near side. A chance, a shot, and a save by Markstrom with 1:18 to go. Wow. A beautiful way of being able to just hold that puck. Okay. Talking about Mendoza? No, Pavia not deserving it. At least, I mean, the thing is with the Heisman, yeah, it should go to the best player, but also there has to be some sort of standard. There should be some sort of standard that's upheld. You know what I mean? Over to the near side, or over the far side again, working with it. The Devils trying to clear the zone. And Nason going to send it out. He does. But it's all the way for an icing. Okay. So let's see here. So, 58.9 to go in the period. Face off here, going to be taken by Lamico against number 93. I believe that's going to be Rossi. That is the Canucks' first line over to the near side, battling for possession. Sending it up now and getting cleared out. Nice job there, taken by the Devils off of Canucks off of Myers. Over to the near side, working into the offensive end. There's DeBrusk passing it in. Back in behind the net, 37 seconds to go in the period. Over to the near side, battling for possession, going to get flipped out and maintained in. Along the near side boards, back in behind the net for Markstrom to the near side. Getting it cleared out, they do, but it goes out of play. So 25.4 to go in the period. No other real big NFL score updates. The Bills getting a touchdown, whoop-de-doo. Giants getting a touchdown. And the Jets getting a field goal. Texans are getting ready to put away the Cardinals as well. Okay. Draw here along the near side board is going to be taken by the Devils. Back in behind his net, over to the outside is going to be Hamilton. Sending it out, going to be taken by the Canucks in their own zone, flipping it up. 15 to go in the period, over to the near side. And let's see. Into the offensive end, taken by the Devils, 5-4-3. And this is probably how that period's going to end as it flips in behind the net in the Devils' offensive end. The second period is going to come to a close. Speaking there a little bit, but that's all right. We're not super professionals here. We're just hobbyists. Dang, I still have 2 hours to work, and I looked up. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chippy. Man, I try not to. It's just the problem is, when I'm doing hockey, I'm like, up, down, bing, 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 bing. I don't know why. I yawn more when I do hockey, honestly. I don't know why. I really don't know why. But yeah, we got Noah. Yes, sir. How's it going, Noah? How you doing, man? Football looking okay for me. If everything sticks, that'd be 5-4. Would it be 6-3 if Tampa hadn't? Yeah, that was bad by Tampa. That was bad. That was just absolutely awful. Let me grab another drink. I think that's part of the reason why I yawn a bit more in hockey is I maybe just don't drink enough. Maybe? I don't know. Hockey is so exciting that I get like super just worn after a little bit more hockey. But yeah, absolutely. We are rocking here at the end of the second period, taking a quick look at our stats at the end of 2. Out of New Jersey. Let's see. Best day to be a Diet Coke around you. It is a bad day, but actually, Diet Coke is safe. Coke Zero. Coke Zero and LaCroix. Orange LaCroix. Those are the ones in danger. Oh, man. Taking a quick look at the rest of the slate for today. After this game at 3 p.m., we have the Utah Mammoth at the Pittsburgh Penguins at 3 p.m. Eastern. And the Flyers at the Hurricanes at 5 p.m. Eastern. The Bruins at the Wild at 6 p.m. The Oilers at the Canadiens at 7 p.m. And the Sabres at the Kraken at 8 p.m. tonight. Taking a quick look here at the goalies for today. Sergei Murashev has been confirmed for the Penguins. I don't know why it still says on. There we go. Taking a look, do we have any other goalies to confirm? They're talking about Calvin Pickard being the goalie for the Oilers tonight, which would make sense. We just saw Tristan Jarry. last night. So go ahead and close out some of these that I don't need. Oh, man. And of course, the Bungles. Yeah. Yeah. And Justin Herbert. Yeah, those are all not playing great. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah. That's the problem. Is I thought the Chiefs are, you know. I figured the Chiefs were going to get a big win, but I really wanted to see them get eliminated. I don't even know if they can be eliminated with a win. Okay. Ooh, perfect. Awesome. We got the thumbnail set up for the next stream. Oh, it looks good. Oh, it looks so good. Oh, man. My friend did a real good job on it. That is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Oh, man. What was I looking at? Well, I was going to look at something. I mean, it's only 10-3. Who knows? Maybe Herbert will pick it up. Potentially. Potentially. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Oh, let's see. Let us see. Gotta drink ginger ale? Oh, yeah. Patriots are absolutely dominating. Oh, yes. I want to check. Can the Chiefs get eliminated with a win? That's what I wanted to look at. Okay. Let's see. Playoff implications. Nope. The Chiefs need to lose or tie. Come on, Chargers. I know I picked the Chiefs, but I want to lose that game because I hate the Chiefs today. After what they made me do. So. Okay. Let us see. Let us see. Taking a look over here. Let's look at our stats, too, in this game. Take a look at the end of the second period. Your second period shots on goal are 6 for the Canucks, 13 for the Devils. Total shots on goal then going to be 14-18, favoring New Jersey. New Jersey also got better in the face-off circle. 22 of 41 for the Canucks, 19 of 41 for the Devils. No penalties that period, and penalty minutes still the same as well. Hits are 17-14, favoring the Canucks. 7 block shots to 5 for the Devils. 5 giveaways apiece, and the Canucks with 4 takeaways. This is the first of 2 games these two teams will play this year. They'll play each other again on January 23rd in Vancouver. This period, our first period goals were scored by Jake DeBrusk and Zeev Buium, those being power play goals. And then the second period, we got a Luke Hughes goal assisted by Jesper Bratt and Mercer. An important thing to note as well, Thatcher Demko getting his first assist, his first point in 2 years on that Zeev Buium goal. All right, with that being said, I will be right back. I need to run and use the bathroom real quick while we're here at this intermission, so I will return. All right. I am back. And we are ready to roll. We'll take a look how much time we got left in the intermission. About another 4 minutes to go. And the Ravens are putting BTA on the Bengals. What a surprise. Chiefs also driving downfield. Other than that, not really too much of note. Jags getting ready to put another touchdown on the board. We'll see if they do. But yeah. That is kind of how we sit right now. Oh, man. Let's see here. I was wondering if I could try and... I don't know. We might try something a bit later here. As we get closer to the third period. I might need to stand for a little bit. But we'll see. We will see. Taking a look over on X. We have time. Oh, man. So, let's see. What is going on over here? What is this? Bro, how many advertisements can you fit on a jersey? Wow. Let's see. We got chat saying how much longer until it starts? Oh, we have about 3 minutes to go. About 3 minutes to go, plus the TV's a little bit behind. But we'll see. Oh, man. Let's see. Let us see. Who do you think is winning this? I think the Canucks had a really good period, but yeah. The Devils, they're probably realistically going to come back and win this, I would bet. I would still bet money on the Devils winning. So, in fact, I might. What is it looking like on Bet365? Let me see. I mean, I think it's going to be like a 3-2 final, maybe a 4-2 because of an empty netter, but let me see. Oh, come on. That was the right. Come on. Hype, Jason. There we go. And there's going to be a code, isn't there? Yep. Oh, man. Oh, so I picked them win a lot lately? Yeah. It's bad for the Bears. 726. 1 second here. Let's see. Who'd you say is your best fan? I don't want to get into a game of favorites, man. I don't want to get into a game of favorites, bro. Let me see. NHL. It's okay. Money line is plus 235. Shoot. I gotta do it on my phone. Because, oh my God. Let me see if I can put up X Point. Yes. Look, all right. No, we're not. This is not MySpace. This is not MySpace. This is a YouTube channel where we have fun. We don't pick favorites. We just have fun. Bro, why is X Point Verify not? Bravo, you're now connected. Come on. There we go. I think I'm going to place 250 on the Devils money line. Done. Because I think the Devils come back and get this win. I really do. I'll rate 5 YouTubers. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think the Devils are just too strong of a team. The Canucks had one good period. So we'll see. We'll see if I end up winning that bet or not. Snow. Yeah, we got about 4 inches out here in the Pittsburgh region. In fact, let me go over to here and take a look at NWS Pittsburgh and see if they have actual reports. Actually, we got closer to 5 inches, and downtown got like 6 to 7. So, overall, you're talking anywhere from 5 to 7 in our region. Yeah, it was a lot of snow. And we got mostly lake effect snow coming in today, another inch potentially. Okay. Let's see, what do we have? We have some other stuff, other posts. Okay. Man, we got light snow last night around 3 or 7ish, mostly all gone. Yeah, we're still staying in that Pittsburgh is still in that like freezing zone. Like it is literally like 12 degrees outside right now. Sorry, 13 degrees. 13 degrees, sorry. Okay. So we are ready to go here for the third period of action. P3. And I think the Devils are winning this. We're at 18 here. Wow. Yeah, we're in like the frigid portion. But here we go. Center ice face off for the third period. Ready to rock and roll. Face off going to be won by the Devils. Hamilton sending it back. And going to be sent right on in there by Siegenthaler to the near side. You got the Heischer line over to the near side. Taken by the Canucks. Going the other way. Into the offensive end. Going to be a loose puck. And going to be an icing on Vancouver. Okay. Let us see. Oh, man. Well, I appreciate that, Pat. I appreciate that, man. Taking a look at the Devils' schedule. They play the Knights on Wednesday, and then a couple of other games in the next 2 weeks. And here we go. Back in behind the net, over to the near side. The Canucks trying to work around. Over to the outside they go. And I don't mind if I lose that money line bet, but over to the near side. Devils in the offensive end. Here we go. A shot. Not going to go. Over to the outside. Taken back by the Canucks. Working their way to the near side. Towards the offensive end. Going to flip it in high. And going to be caught by Markstrom. 15 here, but not getting much snow this year for some reason. What general region, if you don't mind me asking? I'm kind of curious. Or is it that cold, but you're not getting a lot of snow? Are you talking like maybe New York, Vermont, Boston, up in Maine area? Michigan? Oh, wait. Michigan? You got to be like near Detroit then, I would guess. Like or at least on the eastern half, because there's been a lot of lake effect snow on the western side of Michigan. Wow. Go over into the outside, battling for possession. And looking over to the near side to the neutral zone. Going to be taken back into the offensive end for the Devils. Flipping it in and going back in behind the net of Demko to the near side. And a penalty coming up. Yeah, I was about to say, eastern side does sound right, because there's been a lot of lake effect. But Myers going to the sin bin for the Canucks. Wow. So here we go. 2-minute power play for the Devils. 0 for 2 today so far. Yeah, Western Michigan has lake. Yeah, there's been the lake effect machines have been on with this being the second big Arctic blast or third big Arctic blast. The lake effects turn on when there's an Arctic blast because there's a lot of wind blowing over the warm lake. So the Devils with a shot, not gonna go over to the near side. Puck gets cleared all the way out, and leaving it there is Markstrom for his teammate. Into the neutral zone they go, off the stick there of Luke Hughes. Over to the near side. Working with that puck is Heischer. Looking for somewhere to go. Puck gets cleared out. And here we go. Working around now through center ice. Towards the offensive zone they go. The Devils. Hughes leaving it back there and going to be maintained by New Jersey to the near side. That's Bratt leaving it back there. Down in the zone. Back to Bratt. And the puck gets self-cleared. Here comes opportunity taken back by the Devils. A minute left on the power play here. Ready to rock and roll to the offensive end. Loose puck over to the outside. Maintained temporarily by New Jersey to the top of the zone. Keeping it in the offensive end. Never mind. Puck goes loose. A bit of a race there for that puck there as it is going to be Hughes keeping it away from the Canucks and getting it sent into the offensive end. 44 seconds remain on the power play. Along the outside, looking for somewhere to go. Sends it away to the near side. Deflected out by DeBrusk. And a nice effort there for the Devils to try and get it back in. The Canucks are playing a good penalty kill, though, right now. And they send it right back out again. Working with it, Hamilton now. Up into the offensive end they go. And an offside on New Jersey. All right. They're going to look. No real big. The Commanders are running away with that game against the Giants. That's about the biggest thing. The Chargers getting a touchdown. But here we go. 21 seconds remain on the power play here. Face-off going to be won by the Devils. That's Hamilton working with that puck. Sending it over to the far side. Into the offensive zone they go. Working back in behind the net, over to the near side, finding Dougie Hamilton. Looking for somewhere to go. And going into the offensive end towards the net. Shot gets deflected over to the far side boards in Vancouver. Power play comes to a close. Over to the near side, keeping it in. And the Devils are over 3 on the power play. Battling out into the far side corner. Going to be cleared out of the zone. The Devils, though, going to maintain possession temporarily. Floating it around and flipping it into the zone, into the offensive end, but the Canucks able to regroup right back with all 5 skaters in the defensive end. About 5 inches on the ground, just not the normal foot of snow at a time. Oh, man. Here we go, battling into the corner, over to the near side, in the Devils' defensive end. They are going to clear the zone. Into the offensive end they go, trying to find somewhere they can go, battling in the corner with Willander. Is going to be, that's number 14, Glandening. And the Devils work back into the defensive end off the stick here of Colton White. And going to be battling and taken away by the Canucks. Somewhere to go to the near side. That is going to be William. Out to the outside, intercepted at center ice. To the offensive end come the Devils. Battling for that puck to the top of the zone, maintaining possession. Over to the far side, back along the boards again. Keeping it out there, moving towards the net. Shot, not going to go. Loose puck in front of the net. Still battling for it, and the Canucks, Willander is going to send it out. But that's going to be an icing on Vancouver. All right. So, let's see. Let us see. Just taking a look-see here. All right. Face-off in the offensive end for the Devils. Going to be won by the Devils over to the outside. And going to the top of the zone. Getting maintained by the Canucks and cleared out. Over to the near side. Giving chase. To the offensive end, the Devils trying to work with that puck. He's sure to the near corner. And going to be maintained here by the Devils, by Dylan. Shot towards the net, not going to go. Loose puck. It's still loose, taken away by the Canucks. Over to the near corner, battling for possession. And taken away by the Canucks with a three-man rush. 4-on-2 into the zone. Flipping over to the near side. Passing shot. Not going to go. What a shot and not able to connect on it. Over to the outside. Taken back out by the Devils and flipped all the way out. Back into the neutral zone. The Canucks have the puck. Now it's loose. Into the Devils' offensive end. They have possession. Passing shot. Not going to go. Over to the outside to the top of the zone. And they clear it out. Siegenthaler working with that puck now, seeing what he can do. Back into the defensive end, playing aggressive there is Evander Kane. And out to the outside they go. Up to the top of the zone. Shot! Not going to go. Over to the outside they go, battling along the boards. Still having possession, top of the zone. Shot! Not going to go to the near side. Working with possession there is going to be one of the Pettersson brothers. I believe that one going to be Elias. Top of the zone, Elias. Out to the outside. Sending it now, battling along the board. Taken away by Cody Glass. Into the neutral zone they go, but the Canucks over to the near side. Back into the offensive end, off the stick of O'Connor. Somewhere to go. White on him. Evander Kane out there on the ice as well. Getting closer and going to be taken by Kane. Over to the near side, Elias Pettersson. Not going to go. Goes out of the zone. And the Canucks have to go back and retreat. Into the offensive end, the Canucks over to the near side. Evander Kane flipping over to the outside, not going to go. Puck maintained by the Canucks in front of the net. Over behind now, working for that puck. And that is going to be taken away by Lamico. The offensive end now into the near corner they go. Battling out, Lamico sends it out in front, taken back by the Canucks. Over to the near side, up into the offensive end they go. Looking for possession, looking for a goal is Vancouver, taken back by the Devils. Into the neutral zone to the offensive end they go. Battling into the offensive end, taking the Canucks along the near side and clear it all the way out for an icing on Vancouver. Okay. But we will see. Let us see. We will see. Behind the net now, the Canucks looking with that puck. Near side. Bro, Philip Rivers looks a little chunky. And he's starting today. Battling back in behind the net into the far corner in the Devils' defensive end. Taken by the Devils now, working their way through center ice. 2-on-2 to the offensive end. He's sure. Looking for somewhere to go. Passing out to the top of the zone. Shot! Not going to go. Back into the top of the zone. He's sure with the puck. And for somewhere. Going back behind the net. Over to Mercer. Mercer along the board to the top of the zone. Over now to Hughes. Hughes getting ready to leave it back there for Mercer. Mercer working behind in front of the net. Pass. Not going to go. And cleared out by the Canucks. And that is going to be an icing on Vancouver. What are you doing now? Oh my gosh. Let's see. Let us see. Into the near side, face-off won by the Canucks, flipping it out. And into the defensive end they go. The Devils working it out themselves. To the near side. And flipping back in behind the net for the Canucks to try and clear the zone. And over to the near side they will, presumably. Yes, they do. Out to the middle of ice. To the outside, into the offensive end. Flips in behind the net of Markstrom. Out to the outside it goes. Maintained by the Canucks. This next goal is going to be huge. Whoever scores this next goal is going to go on to win this game, I think. A shot, not going to go. Goes wide to the left. Over to the near side, battling for possession in the Devils' defensive end, and New Jersey going to flip it out with possession now. Oh, no, into the offensive end they go. I don't know why they cut to Luke Hughes randomly. Over to the near side boards. Looking for possession here, looking for Nason. A big battle along the boards for the puck. And let's see, over to the near side, going to be sent around by Glandening to the top of the zone. And maintained now, Glandening sent it towards the net, not going to go. Over to the near side, back in the near, along the boards, looking for DeBrusque. Passing back to William, not going to go. Loose puck taken by the Devils. Looking for somewhere to go to the near side, that is Perron. Looking for somewhere to go, skating with that puck. Sent towards the net, shot! Not going to go. Loose puck taken there at the top of the zone. The Devils have to regroup as it goes into the neutral zone. And here they go now towards the offensive end. Shot not going to go. The Canucks taking possession and flipping it out of the zone. And that is going to be taken by New Jersey back in the defensive end. Ooh, that was dangerous area as that puck went loose in front of the net. The Canucks with possession. Wing-to-wing pass. Shot not going to go. Nice block there by, that is going to be Cruikshank. And now the Devils with possession in the defensive end. Wing-to-wing pass. Looking for somewhere to go. And flipping it up now through center ice. I thought you were going out to do something. Let's see. What? Yeah. Cincinnati is blowing it. Now backing behind the net. The Devils go to the near side. Gonna try and clear it out. What's up? And into the offensive end. Yeah, Cody Glass to the near side. Looking for Palat. Top of the zone. And they lose the puck, but get it right back. The Devils to the near side. Let's see, we got John saying, I need New Jersey to win. I'd rather see New Jersey lose, but I did put $2.50 on New Jersey to win. $2.50. Because I do think New Jersey is going to end up coming away with this victory. Something just tells me New Jersey is going to play better. They have outplayed Vancouver for now a period and a half. It's just Vancouver got 2 power play goals. So, back over to the near side. Working that puck there is going to be Marcus Pettersson. And flip it out to the outside boards into the offensive end. And leaving it there is Markstrom to the near side boards looking for Hamilton. 8.5 to go here. And over to the near side, that is going to be DeBrusque wing to wing. Flipping it into the offensive end behind Markstrom. Sending it out to the near side, missing Hamilton. Loose puck taken by New Jersey. That's Mercer flipping it out to the offensive end. The Mercer, Bratt, and Heischer line. Bratt and Heischer going for that puck to the near side. Going to be taken by Vancouver. Ultimately, along the boards, flipping it out. Taken back by Heischer, by number 7, Hamilton. And now with 8 to go in the period. Battling to the near side. Looking for somewhere to go up through center ice. To the offensive end they go. Battling, and there is going to be Cotter. The outside. Back to the near side again behind the net. Looking for that puck there. Involved in it is Lamico battling for that puck with the Canucks. Devils keep it in. A shot. Not going to go. Loose puck to the near side. Maintained by the Devils. Out to the outside they go. Looking for possession. Bodies get stumbled up. No penalty for tripping. I thought there could have been a trip, but they're not going to call it. Over to the far side boards and into the offensive end. The puck gets dumped as both teams going to go for changes. So the Canucks with possession behind the net. 7 minutes to go here in regulation. The near side of the offensive end. Working with it now for the Canucks is going to be O'Connor in the area now behind the net. Going to be taken up by New Jersey. To the offensive end. Here comes Palat. Looking for some help. Loses possession. Get back on side and going to be flipped back for the Canucks into the offensive end. Front taken towards the net. Taken right back by Luke Hughes behind the net. Around to the outside. And there we go. The Devils now through center ice into the offensive end they go. Battling for that puck. Taken back and flipped out by the Canucks. With possession now going to be Chalowski. The near side. Taking it into the offensive end is Brown. They're going to do a shot. Not going to go. Over to the outside boards. Actually, it went out of play. But if you guys are enjoying the stream, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. It does help us out a whole lot. With 6:29 to go here in regulation, it does help out the channel a lot. We are only 22 subs away from 500. People think we can hit 500 by year's end. I don't know that we do, but you never know. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove to me that I know nothing. Let's see. Taking a look across the NFL right now. The Bills only down 10. 24-14. In the third. Other than that, the Eagles just whooping 24-0 of the Raiders. Jags up 31-10 over the Jets at the half. And the Texans up 23-7 over the Cardinals at the half. Yowzas. Oh, man. Oh, we'll see. Let's go ahead and get a little reload over here. Again, the Penguins will be playing the Mammoth here in about 11 minutes' time, taking on Utah in the Berg. And we'll see what the Pittsburgh Penguins can do. Okay. Oh, man. So we are rocking and rolling here. So, again, let's take a quick little rundown of our key metrics for this game. Again, it has been all New Jersey apart from that first period. All Devils. Wait, who has the second most wins in Canucks history as a goalie? Let's see. Who has second most? Longo is the most. Demko's third. And Kirk McLean at 211. Okay. But here we go. Into the last 6.5 minutes for the Devils. This is crunch time for New Jersey. They gotta make something happen here if they want to win this game. He's sure gonna take this battle again. Do you think New Jersey can pull this off? I think they can. I think they can, honestly. And all it takes is one shot, and this game has been all New Jersey apart from that first period. So, battling along, going to be dumped out by the Canucks to the defensive end for the Devils. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to see Vancouver win this and get a loss on New Jersey. But I think the Devils can ultimately come back and win this here. Puck going to be cleared out. And into the offensive end they go for the Canucks. Looking for some help. 3-on-3 into the zone. Battling in front of the net, taken back by the Devils to the near side. Mercer with possession. Leaving it back there, that's going to be for Hamilton. Looking for somewhere he can go. Hamilton to the top of the zone, dumps it in. Back into the near corner. And a shot going to be sent around, deflected off bodies, and taken out by the Canucks going the other way. Going to send it there towards Markstrom, and he's going to send it out to the outside. And yes, sir, Markstrom is in the net for New Jersey today. But McLean has the second most wins in Vancouver Canucks franchise history as a goalie. Here we go. Into the offensive end. The Canucks unable to maintain possession for the time being. Going to be cleared out by the Devils. Battling along the boards. The Canucks taking it back at center ice. Into the offensive end. They dump it, and taking it is going to be Dillon. Working with possession now to the near side. That is Brendan Dillon. The near side again. Looking for some help. Trying to hit up Chalowski, but unable to. And Will Ander going to send it around. A bit of a tie-up in the corner. A high stick on New Jersey should be called. But they're not going to call a high stick on New Jersey. Devils getting away with something there, I think. Over to the near side. There was a high stick. You saw one of the Canucks players going at his face after that. Wow. Here we go. To the offensive end, to the near side, battling for possession. Back in behind the net, sending it up front, not going to go. Over to the outside, Cody Glass looking for possession, a bit of a tie-up. Palat takes it away. Still, another tie-up along the boards, and Vancouver is able to force it out of the zone. Battling now, wing-to-wing pass towards the offensive end they go. The Devils with possession. Along the near side boards, to the top of the zone there to Hamilton. Taking it in and taken away by Vancouver. 4 minutes to play here in regulation as the Canucks are going to give it up at the blue line. Devils in the offensive end. And we got a stoppage. And Pettersson wanting an explanation on something. That can be Elias Pettersson. But they are going to another commercial break with 4:01 to go. All right. Let's take a look. Canucks are going to screw this up. Screw up their own rebuild this one. Oh, my gosh. Let's see. Colin saying, tank it, go Devils. That's the thing, is that's what Vancouver should be doing. But Vancouver instead is saying, how about we win some games? I mean, granted, they have some room at the bottom of the division, but still. Oh, wow. Accident on the PA Turnpike overnight. Hello. A semi. Wow. Let's see. Ain't go Devils get the 6th pick. I mean, we'll see. We will see. Okay. Taking a look here on X as we have time. Okay. So let's see. We'll see. You need your money line to hit. I took the money line on the Devils after 2. I took the money line on New Jersey after 2. I mean, all it takes is one shot. All it takes is one shot. And currently the Devils are sitting in a wild card spot. So I really do want the Devils to lose. But if the Devils win, at least I make some money. Canucks should pull the goalie. Why did the Canucks pull the goalie? Let's see. Why should the Canucks pull the goalie? And here we go. Devils into the offensive end. And here we go. Over to the outside boards. Battling for possession. And the Canucks trying to take it away. A big tie-up. And now he's sure behind the net with it. Looking for somewhere he can go. Possession. Passing out to the near side. Setting it towards the net. Not going to go. And cleared out or taken out by the Canucks. 3-on-2 into the offensive end. Here comes your chance. A shot. Not going to go over to the near side. Battling for possession. And the Devils trying to take it away. Canucks sending it right back in behind the net. For the Devils, that's going to be Hughes. Blues and tank. You have memory of a goldfish. Oh my gosh. So, I mean, they should if they want to tank, but also they're not going to pull. The Canucks aren't going to pull away from a victory. They're not going to openly tank like that. So, and we all know that. They're not going to openly tank. I mean, they should try and tank, but they're not going to openly tank. It is highly frowned upon in sports, at least for openly tanking within an organization. So, to the near side, the Devils with possession. Flipping it up to the offensive end and going to go back in behind the net. Bronick out to the outside. You also got to remember the fans don't necessarily want to tank, so there'll be a lot of fan revolt, a lot of conspiracy within the NHL if there's open tanking, so they can't really pull the goalie. In fact, Devils. Never mind. Never mind. We have a penalty coming up, I believe, on New Jersey for too many men. I think. So let's see. Oh wait, no, they're not going to get penalized. Okay. So here we go. Markstrom was about to go too. And now they have a defensive zone draw. It's all going to be won by New Jersey, taking it back in behind the net to the outside. And let's see. Moving into the offensive end, off of the stick. There goes Markstrom. Empty net coming up now for the Devils. And over now into the corner, battling for possession. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Oh, man. Battling out to the outside, back and behind, now to the near side, in front of the net. Can't get it to go. Over to the outside, maintained. Shot, not going to go. Loose to the near side. battling. Top of the zone, passing in front of the net, and going to be frozen up there by Demko. Oh, we're going to New Jersey, no Quinn, then to lose to the team that didn't. Oh my gosh, I didn't trade them Quinn. Yeah, that is brutal. I mean, it's still not over. We've seen last-second goals. Last night, I was watching the Comets game in the ECHL, and the Fort Wayne Comets gave up a goal in the last 27 seconds to lose the game in regulation. So, it can happen, especially in a 6-on-5 opportunity here. So, here we go. Offensive zone draw, going to be won by the Devils. Out to the outside, working with possession along the boards. Trying to find somewhere to go, and the Canucks are going to try and clear that zone. The offensive end, loose puck to the near side, passing shot in front of the net. Is it in? No, it's not. Wow. A loose puck to the outside. That was about as close as you're going to get to a goal without getting a goal. Still battling to the outside, to the near side, off of Nathan, to the near side, to the top of the zone. That's Hughes, back to Bratt. Passing shot, not going to go, deflected off the blocker pad. Back in behind the net to the outside. 1:03 to play in regulation. Over to the outside boards, looking for possession. The Devils to the top of the zone. Passing, looking for a shot, and a nice save. As Nathan getting into it a little bit with a couple people in front. Phil Veronik and someone else in there as well. It is frustrating, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, that is how we sit right here. We are under a minute to play. If you guys are enjoying the stream, let me know by dropping a like and subscribing to the channel, man. We go live for hockey a few nights a week. Once the pesky NFL season gets done, we'll be doing hockey almost exclusively on this channel. So, you know, if play-by-play interests you or you want to hop on our streams at all, don't forget to leave a sub as well while you're here. We are on the road to 500. We're trying to hit that by the end of 2025. So, I never thought that was possible, but you guys can prove me wrong. So, here we go. Timeout taken by the Devils. They're going to try and regroup here. And let's see. While they're at that timeout, let's take a quick look at the NFL. The Ravens up 17-0 over the Bengals. The Chargers first and goal. The Chiefs 4 down by 3. Bears up 14-3 over the Browns. Bills have a 21-24 deficit. Giants down by 8 to the Commanders. Eagles absolutely putting BTA on the Raiders. The Jets getting a field goal as well. And the Texans putting BTA on the Cardinals. All right. Here we go. 53.5 to go in this one. Let me grab another lozenge. And now offensive zone draw for the Devils. Escher getting ready to take it here against number 64. That going to be David Kampf. With the empty net for the Devils. Face-off going to be won by New Jersey. Up to the top of the zone, back to Bratt. Bratt looking for somewhere he can go. 47 to go. Sends it towards net. Shot goes wide. Out to the outside, maintained there by the Devils. Back in behind the net to the near side, back to the far. And still back in behind the net to the near side now. Looking for somewhere to go is going to be Nathan to the far side boards. Over there to Hamilton to the top of the zone. Maintained by the Canucks. They're going to clear it all the way out of the zone, and it's going to be a Vancouver icing. With 25.1 to go. So here we go. 25.1 to go. Down by 1. The Devils sit in the middle of a free fall. They are trying to stop. So here we go. 25.1 to go. Face off in the offensive zone for New Jersey. And Heaster going to win the draw for New Jersey. Maintain, never mind. Cleared out of the zone by the Canucks. Working back to the offensive end, dumping it in, back in behind the net of Demko. And we have a stoppage. Offside. Okay. I mean, I think that face-off actually benefits the Devils here. It allows them to regroup because they were trying to dump it in. So here we go. Face off in the neutral zone now. He's sure going to lose the draw out into the offensive end, and the puck goes Devils maintaining possession. Here comes your chance. 12 to go. In front of the net. Over to the near side. Looking for somewhere to go. Sending it across ice down 7, 6, 5. Puck gets cleared all the way to the defensive end. 3, 2, 1. A desperation shot and our game is over. The New Jersey Devils are going to drop this one to the Vancouver Canucks by a final score of 2-1. Your final shots on goal, 26-15, favoring the Devils. But despite outshooting the Canucks, they could not pull out the win. So the final score here is going to be 2-1. Man. So that is the game, and man, that was a good game to watch, though. A very defensive game. The Pens do play soon. Yes, sir, Gavin. But unfortunately, because the Rams also play, and we also get the Rams. Oh, man. Tells it putting 10,000 on the Canucks winning the cup. Oh, my gosh, Trippy. Oh, man. But, yeah. The Pens do play, and we would have been covering the Pens game. The unfortunate thing is that because we also get the Rams game, I am going to be covering the Rams game today at 4:30 in the NFL. So we're going to be live for that game in about an hour and a half. Unfortunately, we will not be live for the Pens today. Our next Pens game that we can be live for might be next weekend. Just given the way the schedule is working out. I know for sure, though, I'll be live definitely for the Pens game next Tuesday. Hopefully, though, we can get a Pens game in before that. I think I'm eyeing up maybe next weekend. We'll see. But that being said, I am going to wrap it up for this stream. If you guys did enjoy, don't forget to drop, like, and subscribe, as it does help out the channel a whole lot. It really does. It honestly does. I know I keep saying it, but it honestly, truly does. You guys, liking, subscribing, that tells the YouTube algorithm, hey, this guy's doing some valuable content. Maybe I should share this with more people, that more people might get the benefit of this content and enjoy it too. So it does really help. Gavin, yes, the Pens did lose yesterday. They absolutely dropped the ball. They had a 5-1 lead, 4-1 after 2, and dropped a 5-1 lead in the third period. It sucks, but that's your 2025-26 Penguins team. They always like to drop games that they obviously shouldn't. They have had way too many blown leads this year. But unfortunately, you just got to do your best to rebound. Hopefully they can get a win today against Utah. We'll be keeping updates on that game as well throughout the Rams game stream. But we'll be doing primary play-by-play for the Los Angeles Rams hosting the Detroit Lions. But with that, I am going to hop off stream for a little bit, rest up, and get ready for that next stream. Oh man, Sharon tag Coke Zero for a sponsorship. Bro, if Coke didn't sponsor Matt Pat of Game Theory, why would they ever sponsor my little channel? Oh, Brandon Clark's name, Yurchev starting. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But unfortunately, just given the way things are going and the way the schedules work out, I am choosing to cover the Rams game today because I seldomly get Rams games in this neck of the woods. Let's go. I know you want to see the stream stay up, but unfortunately, I do need to have a little bit of time just to recoup, especially after hockey going into football. And that rate, the only other game I would choose to cover is the Ravens game. I think that's the only game we get. What's the other game? Do we get a Fox early? We get a Fox early. It's Cleveland-Chicago. We don't really have a good game to cover, man. Cleveland is down 21-3 to Chicago in the third quarter, and the Ravens are up 17-0 on the Bengals. So we don't really get much. We don't really get many good games. So we'll be going live next around 4:25 Eastern for the Detroit Lions taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And with that, I'll catch you guys in a little bit here. Peace out and have a good one. No, we're not keeping this one up, man, Pascal. I'll see you in a bit.